It's that same old startup screen glow, blowing dust off a gray game logo. Saturday stacked in a plastic case, sleepover scores we can't erase. Kirk's got stats like a cheat sheet code, and he's got jokes from the late night shows. Top 4 takes from a childhood stash, argue till the credits crash. Welcome to my nostalgia therapy. Top 4 reasons I still feel 16. Pixel hearts and worn out DVDs. Play it back, let it all come clean. Laughing like we never had to leave. Hit subscribe to the Kid and Me. Every week's another memory. Yeah, this is my nostalgia therapy.
This is the Rushmore Show. It's all about your top 4 and nothing more. Andy, we have a great show. Already 12 people in the chat. We have an awesome show tonight. We're talking Switch games. Don't go anywhere if you love the Switch, if you love Nintendo, if you love just video games. We are talking top 4 video games. A couple things happening tonight. If you've been around the channel long enough, you know we are also sports guys. So NFL launches tonight. Fantasy football is coming around the corner, Andy. And it's time to go chase that trophy that our guy Paul in the 619 has or should have. Couple really good things. We're midway in video games. So with that being said, this is kicking off August. So we got about 4 more episodes in video games. And then we jump into music and then movies and TV and then back to video games. And I can tell you, January's lineup for video games from Southeast Game Exchange and from Louisiana RetroCon is loaded. 15 of you in the chat. If you haven't hit the like button already, what are you waiting for? That is the most important way to help us. Is just hit the like button. If you love what we're doing, hit the subscribe button too. Hang out with us. I see a lot of new faces in the chat, people that haven't been around in a while. So let's shout out some names. Andy. Hello, Travis. Bryce says that you're an amazing person. So he invited you on over. Thanks for being here. If you guys are cool, I'm going to just go through a few of them real quick. I see Bryce. Dogbert, welcome back, man. It's been a good long time. Yelmut, all the way. What's up, dude? Welcome in. The Tox player dropping some jewels, 200 jewels in there. Thanks for doing that. And that is really awesome. Religious fanboys in the house. Cosmic Stew in the house, ready to see his guy Bryce. Those guys will be out here in just a few seconds. And Dova in the house. And let's see, No Bars Torado, Max in the house. Dova, greetings from Michigan. Diego Correa, 8882. My buddy Yelmut says Geometry Dash. Then Kevin. Kevin, it was good seeing you at the chat last week. 24 of you up in here. We're going to get started here in about 3 seconds, but Andy, you can get that video ready. We might as well jump in this thing. This thing is flying because, we got some cool folks up in here. Hello, Max. Hey, Max. How are you? Top 10 coolest people. Let me just throw this out there to you guys real quick. Welcome to all the new folks in the chat to what we like to call the Summit Squad. So the Summit Squad is just a really cool way of saying our community. Welcome to the community. We love our community. So if you have a wrench, you can drop your channels right now. If you don't have a wrench, take some time, hang around a little bit. You'll probably receive one in a little while. As long as you're cool, we're cool. And then you can drop your channels here soon. We got 19 in the chat. So we should have at least 19 likes, right? Hit those like buttons real quick. And let's get our guys out here, Andy. Andy, top 4 Switch games of all time. Let's get it. All right, guys, top 4 Switch games of all time, which is kind of a weird thing to say because Switch isn't that old, so all time means like last week. Just kidding. I know the Switch has been out a couple years. It just feels like it just came out. It's crazy that Switch 2 is already out, but we're going to talk our top 4 favorite games. And the reason we picked the Switch is because of our guests. So let's get our guests out here. First, let's get our guy. He's a regular around here. You guys know him as Bryce J. Dub. We know him as one of our good buddies, one of our best friends here in the YouTube world. Welcome to the show, Bryce J. Dub.
What is up, Bryce?
Hey, and real quick. There was only a few special people that got this, Andy. There it is.
Look at that.
This is our amazing plaque from Bryce. I put his card up in here so that I can hear it for good, man. And so Bryce gave us this at Southeast Game Exchange. Bryce, we love you, brother. You are amazing. Bryce, before you shout out your channel, let's get the other guest out here. 34 in the chat. By the way, the record is 47. If we get to 48, I'm going to eat some Bean Boozled, right?
Come on. Make him do it. Make him do it.
If we get to 48 plus, I'll eat Bean Boozled. And then if we get to 58, I'll eat some more. And 68 and so on. With that being said, let's get our other guy out here. This is the first time he's been on the show, but we've been talking about this since last Southeast Game Exchange, almost a year, and just the stars didn't align, and the schedules didn't align. So we were able to get him here. I love hanging out with him at Southeast Game Exchange. Welcome to the show, the Switch aficionado. If you've been over to his channel, he's killing it over there with Switch. Welcome to the show, Monado Max. What's up?
What is up?
Hey.
I wanted to highlight you're not the only special person.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah. So I mean, it's a rare thing. It's a one of like 13. So Monado,
I think something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 1 of 13. But some really cool people got those things. Retro Rick got one. Let's see who else got one. RNG got one.
RNG, Arkansas Picker, he got one last year.
Got one.
And a lot of people, just people that impacted me.
You put us in the chat for those guys, and I'm feeling special.
That's what I'm saying. This is great company for sure.
Yeah, great company. So Monado Max. Hey Max. So since you're gonna go second today, we're gonna let you kind of shout out your corner of the internet first. And then I'll let Bryce shout his out because he's going to start the show and he'll just jump right at the show. So, Max, met you at Southeast Game Exchange, but you are someone that does video game content. You do a lot of Switch content. You do a lot of Switch content for the Switch in general. We were just talking about that in the green room. Tell everybody why the Switch, why video games, where can they find you, what you got going on. Tell us about your slice of the internet.
Yeah, so it's Monado Max on every platform. What the channel is like to call it, is a variety Nintendo channel. It definitely focuses more on the Switch, but if you look on the channel, unless there's like breaking news or back-to-back game releases, every video is something different for that week. So you get 4 to 5 different videos a week, which I think is pretty cool because not many people do that much in the variety side of things. So I really think that makes my Nintendo channel pretty unique out there to some of the others because there's a lot of Nintendo Switch guys out there. But yeah, the reason why I do the Switch particularly is just I'm very knowledgeable on it, really just with Nintendo. But I know more about the Switch 2, stuff like that. Since that's what I've mainly covered for, I guess, this point, almost 8 years. So, yeah.
Which is
that
great.
Is awesome, man.
Hey, just want to shout out Computer Tech says, man, there's a lot of things going on in the chat. I can't even keep up right now. So, Computer Tech said, first time being here. Let's see, Cook, Parosh Mahmoud, I reviewed your podcast. Oh man, I'm not interested, dude.
He asked me earlier if I wanted a custom championship belt, and I told him no.
Excuse me, are you interested in any custom championship belts? Hey guys, first time here. Monado Max is awesome. Hey Bryce W. Shout out to you, Computer Tech. I'm throwing around some wrenches to a bunch of you guys. If I haven't got to you yet, I will. Share your channel. Hello, you're handsome. Must be talking to Bryce. Monado, lend me your power. Xenoblade fans know. And Later, I will Yelmet. So Yelmet must be out. Bryce, get back to the subathon. Not yet. So, thanks for being here, Minato, Max, Bryce. Let's tell everybody about your neck of the woods, your side of the internet. David Bryant in the house. Been a while. It's like Stained, man. Been a while. Thanks for being here.
Wow.
Bryce, tell everybody about your corner of the internet. Geometry Dash, subathons, all these amazing people you got in the chat. Tell everybody about it.
So I don't have the best description because I written it up like Max does, but basically I do like Geometry Dash. I do live streams a lot of the time. I do a lot of convention videos. I go to convention videos. I go to conventions. I do a lot of Geometry Dash, and I'm a very welcoming person. I love everyone, so everyone's welcome to chat as long as you have a good heart and be nice to everyone and stuff. That's all I ask. And everyone has been so kind and good to me recently, but I mainly just do gaming content and stuff. So it's really awesome. And I don't know. I just do a lot of Geometry Dash mainly, but right now I'm doing a subathon, 400-hour subathon. It's live right now, but I have it on BRB. So I'm trying to get to 400 hours on the stream for Dark Souls. So
no bars, Torado. That's our guy Isaac. He says that's a sick hoodie, Bryce. Dova, Bryce is a very nice dude. Dogbert, that's the true Bryce. True that. Fox Gaming is in the house. He's going to be back on the show again. He's been on a few times. Fox is in the chat. Hey, Bryce. Hey, everybody. Everybody's just shouting you guys out. And Prime. I love this one. Maximus Mononymous. My guy. Yeah, that's Isaac. We love Isaac. Let's get to the show, though. Thanks for being here, guys. Your guys' content is fantastic. We love you guys' stuff. High five, another 100 jewels. Way to go. Hundo jewels. But let's get into the show. Now, Bryce, you've been on a while. You know how this flow goes. You're first. So you got to tell everybody kind of your criteria. So the reason we do the criteria is we're not like the GOATs conversation. You can be. Your four favorite games could be the 4 best games ever done by everybody's standard. But our show is what you think is the standard. And so you got to kind of give your criteria. When you were born, when you started playing these games, why you like platformers, RPGs, sports, whatever. We kind of do it like this. If you were to talk football, which I know you guys aren't big football fans, but you know this guy, a lot of people will say Tom Brady should be on the mountain. Andy and I, we love football. Tom Brady's not on either one of our mountains. And it isn't because he's not a great football player. It's because we just don't like him. We cheered for other teams. We went against him. We did all kinds of stuff. So,
and the real GOAT is getting inducted to the Hall of Fame this week.
Yeah. Drew Brees. So with that being said, we need a criteria from you, Bryce. Why would you pick these Switch games? And then you're going to drop your number 4. Number 4 is Rosie. Arbitrarily, we think he's the back end of the mountain. So, Rosie, what's your criteria? What's your number 4?
Yes, sir. So my criteria is like the greatest memories I had with the game. Whether it was a fun game and I either beat it or put a lot of hours in the game, and the game that games that just brought me joy and just happiness and just fond memories. So that's my criteria. And then for number 4, Rosie, my pick is a game that is a Mario 3D platformer. I'm just going to say in advance, sorry, Max. It has a lot of moons, and it's one that, like, in my opinion, I had a lot of fun with it. I beat it. There was some problems with it, but there's also a lot of good with it. Super Mario Odyssey.
Super Mario Odyssey. What a game, dude. What a good game. Now, I can tell you this. Andy, I know you've never played it because you haven't played too many Switch games. I have only played the demos of this. I never ended up buying it for whatever reason, but it's always been on the list of one of the games to get for Cannon. Cannon's my son. He plays the Switch a lot. But we just haven't gotten it. But I know it's amazing. I've watched a lot of gameplay. A lot of cool stuff. I watched our guy, his name is Renaissance, Ren, play it a lot last year. Like just every week he was playing it. So Good pick. Let's go to Andy. Andy, what do you think about Odyssey?
Well, I really like Mario, so I do appreciate that. I will say this, and I'll talk about it when I get to mine. And I don't remember if you said it while we were on the stream or just in the background earlier, but my Switch knowledge is limited. We'll just say that much. But one cool thing is I just love the gameplay of this stuff, like seeing the gameplay. I having not played it, just the images of it. I love what Mario has become. And I love that even in the, I'll speak to what I can, even in the new movies, not necessarily that this, one was Odyssey, but like even with these newer games, there's still some love for the things of the past. And I see that even in the games too.
Nighttime Luigi, great content creator, another Christian dude. He does a lot of Zelda and Mario and all that stuff. Go visit Nighttime Luigi 13.
Look at that, David Finn in the house too.
Yeah,
I know a certain guy who will have a copy.
Have a copy of Odyssey at SDCC. Well, so I'll share in a second, Finn, why I probably won't be buying it, but I'll share that when it's my turn. 30 folks in the chat, hit the like button before you go. We're talking top 4 Switch games. Now, Monado Max. I know we kind of probably talked this in the beginning. You've never been around. If you have Odyssey on your list, don't tell us yet. But do you like this pick by Bryce?
Well, I have a very hot take regarding Super Mario Odyssey. So a lot of people love that game. I see a lot of people throw out as it's the best 3D Mario. I think people need to play more 3D Mario games, if that's what they think, personally. I think Odyssey is a good game, but I've always felt it is overrated. The things that I've heard people talk about with Mario Odyssey, I just don't understand how people can feel that way when there's games like Super Mario Galaxy out there. And I think there's other 3D Marios. Like, it's still good. I don't want to make it sound like I hate Mario Odyssey, because I think a lot of people think I hate the game. I don't hate Mario Odyssey. It's a good game. When I hear people talk about it as one of the best 3D Marios, also putting it up there as like one of the best games of all time, I don't agree personally. But to those who like it.
Yeah, I mean, Mario just gets its flowers in general, and then when there's always a new shiny Mario, it kind of gets a little something. I think this dude hates Mario Odyssey. Kevin. So, Max, Kevin is one of my best friends from 8th grade. Probably the biggest, baddest collection of video games I've ever seen that doesn't have a YouTube channel. I keep trying to encourage him to do this, but he won't. But he's got some hot takes, by the way, Max. So what were you going to say, Bryce?
I was just going to say, I agree that Mario Galaxy is a better Mario game, but for the Switch, I think that Odyssey is a good game, but and a good Mario game, but not the best Mario game. I think that Galaxy, the one, is like one of the best Mario games. But,
yeah, agreed. All right. Well, Max, since Odyssey's the worst game ever, what's your favorite game? Number 4. First, you got to tell us your criteria. What were you thinking when you picked this? Why did you pick these games? Without giving anything away, and then jump into number 4. We call them Rosie.
Okay. So I was looking at it from a playtime perspective.
Oh, I like that.
So I was looking at some of the Switch games that I put the most playtime in, and then I wanted to look into why did I put that type of time into the game? Did I enjoy it? Stuff like that. So I think one of the cool things about the Switch, and is why I like the system so much, there is so many games on there, not only from a third-party perspective, but first-party. Nintendo put out so many games, and I think when you told me I had to pick 4, it was really hard to nail this down just because there's so many good titles.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I think number 4 for me, I have to bring up Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that game I feel like helped so many people through COVID because it came out like literally like 1 week into COVID. the game was a massive success because of the time that it was released. It's the second best-selling Nintendo Switch game. I think it's done almost 50 million copies, and it has only become that big because it, like I said, released during COVID. Everyone was buying a Switch and that game during COVID because they wanted to kind of feel like they were still in the world with all the quarantine stuff going on. And I just have a lot of good memories, fun time with Animal Crossing, a very time-consuming game. You'll play it for a little bit, and then you'll look at the clock and realize, oh, wow, it's 9 p.m. How long have I been playing this for? And yeah, so I think Animal Crossing definitely is in that number 4 list. And I definitely think if it's one of those titles, if you own a Switch, I put it up there as like one of the must-own titles if you have a Nintendo Switch.
Now, Kirk, I have thrown this out, or I've thought about this when we talk about video game topics, because I feel like this is an untapped market that we've gone into for Rushmore Show, is simulation games. But I really do love Animal Crossing. This one specifically, maybe I don't have game time put into it, but Animal Crossing has been out for a while, and I really do understand the love for this game and this series. I love the animation in it. I love the gameplay. It's a really fun game. It's a slept-on game for sure. I know Kirk's not.
I will jump in and say I owned the original Animal Crossings, the very like GameCube or whatever it was way back in the day. Actually, the GameCube one's right there, and I hated it. I'm not a Sims guy. I'm not a Tamagotchi guy. I could really care less about some of that stuff. I didn't really like it. It wasn't my speed, so I never really played any of the other ones. But I know that this series gets so much love. It's if it's your jam, man, people just love it, right? Like they're all in, much like I'm in the type of franchises I love. But it's a staple in Nintendo. So if they have a Nintendo Switch 75, they're gonna have an Animal Crossing, I promise you. So it's not going anywhere. It's one of those games that the developers love it because it sells a ton. And so in a couple of weeks, we're talking with Retro Beard and Pixel Parts, which is Heather and Adam. They run Rocket City Retro Fest, and they're at all the other conventions. We're talking comfort games, and this is one of those ones that might fit in that area for me. It's like when I think of comfort games. So cool stuff. I won't be surprised. Outbound doesn't make any top 4s. Animal Crossing would definitely be in my top 4. My friend from school who does Animal Crossing says Dogbert. I do want to shout out this. Nighttime says, for the Switch exclusive, Mario Odyssey is awesome. But unquestionably, 3D Mario game, it's Galaxy. And then Fox, he's shouting out, I love to have the Mario 3D All-Stars. Haven't played Odyssey. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why. It's just not one of those ones I picked up. But I'm more of a Zelda guy. I cannot agree with you more on that side. Look, hi, Max. Devin Wenzel, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Summit Squad. Thanks for being here. Hang around a little bit. We're talking top 4 Switch games. Bryce, do you love Animal Crossing?
Yeah. So real quick, Andy would like this little tidbit fact about Animal Crossing. It originally was going to be, or was in Japan, a Nintendo 64 game. Animal Crossing was a 64 game. So
and I've heard of the 64. I'll just say that much.
Yeah. So I really enjoy Animal Crossing. I think that like Max said, there's a lot of time to sink into it. Like there is a very time sinking game, and I like how they did a lot of different things with the game, like the crafting system, the island system, the like make your own world, not world but island, and then you have the dream world as well. And then you have just a bunch of different other stuff, and the mayor system, not the mayor system, but the island owner system and other stuff, and helping Tom Nook. I think it's really fun. There's so much to do in that. You can like spend so much time in that. So I think it's a good game.
Yeah, I mean, people love it. I mean, I love role-playing games. I love that aspect of it. I don't know. I just never really dug it. I know that it's a good thing though. I'm glad it's been mentioned today. I actually had Animal Crossing 64 game, but I sold it, says Devin Wenzel. Thanks for being here, by the way. Welcome to the Summit Squad. And this is for you. Sending that on over. Now you have a wrench. So all you guys have wrenches, you can post your thing at your channels in the chat. Andy, I think I'm up, right?
You are up, yes.
I haven't even put my games in. Yeah, I mean, I kind of put them in order, but not completely. So, yeah, we're going to go with this. So my criteria: did I play it? Do I love it? Do I watch? Do I enjoy the game tremendously? And what I did was I have my set of games here. So there's my set of games plus the ones I picked. There you go. But here's the thing. What sucks about that? We bought a couple games at Siege, which is Southeast Game Exchange. We came home to play them and realized that our Switch had been stolen. It's gone. We lost it in between here. Sometime over the summer from camp to Southeast Game Exchange to whatever. We were doing a lot of driving. It was in the car somewhere. I don't know what happened, whether somebody took it out of the car or what, but we bought 3 games while we were at Southeast Game Exchange, and we weren't able to play them. But all the other games, these are all empty cases because all the games were in that case. I'm in the business of trying to replace some games now. So especially for Cannon, which is my son, and myself, we're the only 2 that really plays it. So number 4 on the list, it's going to be something that I just absolutely love this game. I got it for Christmas. My kids bought it for me for Christmas. Oh, the criteria is, do I play it? Do I love it? Amount of times played. This is one that I've played a ton of. My kids bought it for me for Christmas 2 years ago, maybe 3. I don't really remember when it came out, but it was kind of when it came out. But what I love about the Switch is all of the revisiting of old games and bringing them back and re-updating them. And so there's like a bunch of collections out there. This is my favorite collection that has brought on, and man, me and my son have had some time with this. But I'm going with this one right here. I'm going with the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection. And there are, I don't know, 15, 20 games on here. It's like every Ninja Turtle game they've ever had. We don't have the other one, Shredder's Revenge. This is the one that we got. But we spend a lot. Now, obviously, it's not a Switch exclusive, but this is the only place I could get this for sure in what I have. And just playing all the old Switch games, old Ninja Turtle games with my son is just amazing to me. And this one is my favorite probably collection that we've had. You know, we've got a couple of the collections over here. This is the one that got the most time. So I'm going to go with this one. You can individually go through all the games, but like all the NES games, Super Nintendo games, obviously the arcade version, I love like couch co-op with him with that. But the fighting game is on here. The original Ninja Turtles game, going back to try and beat that, it's been fun. So I'm going to go with the Ninja Turtle Cowabunga collection. That's my number 4.
All right. Yeah.
Like I said, it's empty.
All right, but here we go. We got Max on. I feel like we've asked this to Bryce. Ultimate personality test.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who's your go-to Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, go-to Ninja Turtle.
Picking one.
So my favorite. Subscribe. Can't wait to check out the other videos. Thank you, Devin. It's not necessarily something that you have to do. Subscribe. Liking would be awesome, but we do. Let me just tell y'all real quick, everybody that's in the chat who's new, thank you for being here. Welcome to the Summit Squad. You can chase the mountain with us, but we do a lot of video game, movies and TV, and music content. We alternate them every 2 months. We've done in the past sports, food, and nostalgia, and a couple other things. But if you go and check it out, drop your top 4, whatever one you watch. The the podcast is a lot longer now than in the beginning. We have new intros and all kinds of other stuff. There's some old funny intros that you should go check out. But we're live every Thursday night. So thanks for being here. Who's your go-to?
So red is my favorite color, but Raphael's got some anger issues, so I don't know if I like him as much. But red is my favorite color, so I've always liked that. But I think I would be between Leonardo or Michelangelo. Those would be my go-to. Donatello, I never cared about.
And you didn't even say the right answer until the end. The right answer is Donatello.
Oh, I think
it's Michelangelo.
Yes,
It's Mikey all day.
So Mikey's always the funny guy. He gets the young boys, right? They all think he's funny. Or
he's the party guy
because he's the mean guy, right? But what's crazy is Leonardo very rarely gets picked, and Donatello gets even more rarely picked. But in the games, Donatello is the best character for sure. He's got the coolest weapon, and it's nothing, but he's got the reach. And two, he is the nerd. He's the tech guy. I relate the most to him. So I swing a good bat. Raphael for me. Mikey's my favorite, of course. Mikey's awesome. He's my second favorite.
Well, I will say about Michelangelo is that he's the last Ronin. He's the last survivor.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. So he is basically the one.
Now, the last Ronin, that character is above all four, probably for me. But
that's Michelangelo.
Yeah, that is Michelangelo.
But I mean, him as the last Ronin. There's a whole nother. Hello there. Is that
hello there?
Yeah. So Obi-Wan just showed up. Saphius. Thanks for being here. Welcome in.
Cardinals up 7-0 right now, by the way.
Oh man. But all right. Cowabunga collection. Anybody?
I think it's good. I like the Cowabunga collection. I think what makes the Cowabunga collection great too is a lot of the games within that collection is really hard to get. Because like Turtles in Time, I think is like, I might be wrong, but I thought it was like almost $200 at one point to get Turtles in Time, and a lot of those turtle games are sought after. So to have them in a collection where you can get it for super cheap, all those games, I love Cowabunga collection. It also has online play, if I remember correctly, so you can play with friends. So
it does. So does the new TMT beat 'em up game as well. The arcade beat 'em up on Switch.
Revenge. Yep.
Shredder's Revenge. Isn't there another one too, or am I?
There's one. It's called Wrath of Mutants, but that one doesn't have online. That one's based off the arcade game that Dave and Buster's has.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But so about Cowabunga collection, I like how it's the Switch, especially the Switch, has so many of these retro collections. And just collections in general of different mini games.
So cool.
Games, I think it's awesome.
I kind of wish I would have been on the front end of it, like right when they came out and started buying them, because the collections are now hard to buy because they're so sought out for. Some of the Mario ones, I was like, man, I'm gonna go get that. I'm not spending $120 for a game. I'm not doing that. Not for a Switch game, at least. Especially of one that's of retro games. I'm like, gosh, no, I'm not doing that. But fun stuff. Andy, I am so interested to hear your picks because I know you have very little time in the Switch. So
yep, you are exactly right. So Kirk and Summit Squad and everyone here tonight, I've played the Switch exactly one of the times that I've ever played video games. I've not, for one reason or another, just never played the Switch. Not necessarily.
You haven't played over at my house at least once.
That's the one time. That I did. So, but other than that, I've never played the Switch. It has not necessarily been because I don't want to, because I'm not interested in it. It's been that I'm poor. It's also been that I just, I don't know, like it just has never really worked out. And it's, if you know me, you know how I watch movies and I find what I like and I just keep doing it. I don't try anything new. So I think that's kind of carried over. That's just like how I live my life. But with that said, there are some, I do love Nintendo. I do love all things Nintendo. At home, I have a 64, a SNES,
64,
a GameCube, a Wii, and a Game Boy, right? So all 5 of my consoles that I have are all Nintendo. I'm really looking forward to the Comfort Games week because of how many different routes you can take that. But with that said, I do love Nintendo. So when I'm thinking of my list tonight, I'm like so cheating tonight, and it's okay. You guys are going to talk all about Switch specific games. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. You see what I did there? And I'm just going to do my favorite Nintendo games that you can play on the Switch. That's what's going to happen tonight for me.
And that's why we do the criteria right there.
That's why we do the criteria. So you can't tell me these are not on the Switch because they are. So I'm going to go through this list, and my list officially, again, because I'm just not knowledgeable of that. But my list came straight from Nintendo's website as to what games are available on the Switch. I pulled from that library, so all of these count. So then it just becomes, what order do I put these specific games in? And I may switch it up a little bit from what maybe you're thinking I'm gonna do. But my number four, my Rosie. Again, haven't played this on the Switch, but sure as heck have played this game. Is I'm gonna go to just one of the goats for the goat. I'm going. You know what? Let's do this one. Let's do Donkey Kong 64, baby. DK64 for the Nintendo 64. I will say this: Rare knew what they were doing when it came to video games. They just understood the assignment and went all in for it. I absolutely love this game. I still play this today on my 64. If you know me, you know that DK is probably my favorite of all video game characters, just for the nostalgia purposes for me. But DK64, we're talking about the DK rap. We're talking about all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I know, Isaac. It sounds like the wrong episode, but the great part of it is it isn't the wrong episode. But yeah, I'm gonna go DK rap, man. I love unlocking the characters and getting all the different abilities, and I love like just what each one brings to the table and things like that. It was basically like a Banjo-Kazooie game with Donkey Kong characters. So I'm going DK64.
Devin is all in, brother. Devin says 100% agree. DK is the GOAT. Honestly, a super underrated game.
Yeah, I love this game.
Luigi said DK Donkey Kong. Hooah!
DK.
Yep.
Donkey Kong.
Hey, so you know how I feel about this game. It's a 64 game. Not huge on the 64, but this is one of the best games 64 ever had. 64, for all you guys that are new here, I don't hate on it. I play it. It's fun. I love Ocarina. I love Donkey Kong. So, but the 64 came out in a window of time that I didn't have. I was PlayStation 2 all the way, and then my buddy had that. So one of the very first video game Rushmores we did, Andy, was on the 64. I need to probably go back and revisit that. But my best friend, obviously, here he goes. I hate on it enough for everyone. Kevin hates that.
Kevin's gonna love my list tonight.
Dreamer Gamer 88 guy, welcome in the chat. Hit the like button. Stay a while. We're talking. We are talking Switch games. So, and Monato's just replying back. So, I love this game. Good choice. Kind of had an idea that this might be one you pick. I think you should get the Switch 2, Andy, and play Bonanza.
I think everyone should give me money so I can do that. I think that's what.
Or you just get a really cool sponsorship like Monato Max, and maybe you could get somebody.
Look, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, man.
That's what I need. I need to replace some of these games. I probably need.
Our Village Coffee royalties have not come in yet, so.
Andy, I came here just to hear your list.
I know he did. Just stay around for a while.
I was going to ask about DK6 for Max. It's on the expansion pass, right? If I remember correctly, right?
Yes, I've never played Donkey Kong 64 though. So.
Do it.
You played Banjo though, right?
I've played Banjo.
It's Banjo-Kazooie with Donkey Kong characters. I mean, it's basically what you're playing. It is so fun though, man. It is so fun. And the DK rap is probably one of the most iconic video game songs of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's an iconic character for sure. All right, so that's our first round. DK64, Cowabunga, Animal Crossing, and Odyssey. So, Bryce, what is your number 3? We call him TJ Jazzy Jeff. And so what's your number 3 on your mountain? I've made it all the way to the end, but never defeated King K. Rool, says Nighttime. We need new Conquer game.
New Conquer game.
I saw a video with Topher yesterday, and he was talking about Conquer. Hopefully
Topher was that
Siege channel. We haven't finished that yet, but I think in January, February he might come on. If you guys know Topher, eh? But Bryce, number 3.
Yes.
Number 3.
So real quick, Topher was at Siege. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
he's awesome. I got to meet him right when I was leaving. Yeah, I saw him hanging around, but right when we were leaving, I went to tell Austin thank you for having us, allowing us to do the church service and all that stuff. And Topher was there at the same time, and we kind of met for real. And I was like, "Hey, man, we'd love to have him on the show." And he was like, "Yes, email me." And we just haven't connected completely yet because he went to San Diego Comic-Con. He's been doing some bunch of other stuff. You watch his channel, he's like been fishing and stuff. I'm like, dude, just get me back whenever. But yeah, he's a cool guy. My number 3, when permitted, I shall tell you mine. You can mention it in the chat anytime you would like, Luigi. You won't interfere with us, but go, Bryce.
Okay. Mine is Luigi's Mansion 3. It has really great visuals. It has great gameplay. The collecting the money is like the best it's ever been. And they have human like ghosts in this. So like it's a really good game. Digital Foundry actually said that Luigi's Mansion 3 is like the best looking game on the Switch. So
dude, I absolutely love this pick. This pick is awesome. I borrowed this game. This is the only game that I've played fully through that I don't own. I didn't own because now I don't own any of them, but the 3 I bought at Siege. But I borrowed this game from a friend of mine. And me and my son played through it, and I love this game. So much fun, man. Good pick. Great pick.
Now, I've not played this specific one, but I've certainly played Luigi's Mansion. It's actually on my GameCube that Kevin
modded for us.
So
Yeah.
it is one that I do enjoy playing. I love that Luigi gets his game, that became his kind of franchise. And I also love that it's worked into the Mario movies now is the whole mansion stuff. A Luigi's Mansion movie would be pretty sweet.
I agree. That would be really cool. Happy birthday to Bryce's mom, says Devin.
Hey, happy birthday, Bryce.
Thank you,
happy
Dave.
birthday to
happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday to Mom.
Yeah, it's my mom's
Yeah,
birthday. I forgot to mention, but happy
Luigi's
birthday,
Mansion
Mom.
4 needs to happen. I agree. OG Luigi Mansion is goated. Thanks, Devin. Hey, do you like Luigi's Mansion, Max?
Yeah, I think Luigi's Mansion 3 is a really good game. I really think that one was a big surprise for a lot of people. I think even Nintendo was surprised by it because that's actually one of the best-selling Nintendo Switch games. It did I think 15 million copies.
I almost so I beat it and then I almost went and bought it immediately just because I wanted it in my collection. When I borrowed it, I was kind of hoping he'd forget that I had it. No, I mean I had it for a while, and he's like, "Hey, you still have that game?" I was like, "Yeah." I mean, let's meet up. But he lived in Alabama, and I was like, "Well, the next time you come in, you can get it. You let Cannon borrow it a month ago." So that I ended up giving it back, but. I almost went and purchased it for ourselves because it is really good.
Hey, look, real quick, Fox Play just put his top 4 because he may have to leave soon. Octopath Traveler. I know, I'm just kidding. Pokemon. There's a great Pokemon poll right there. Fire Emblem 3 Houses and Breath of the Wild. I know one of those, so that's good. But man, what a good list there.
Nighttime, are you in Alabama? Greenbow, Alabama. So that they were in Huntsville, by the way. Dude, if you're in the Alabama area, I'm in Georgia, he's in Louisiana, and we'll be at Rocket City again. That's in Huntsville.
What part of Alabama? I need to know that. You don't have to be specific. I don't need coordinates.
Are you a Tuscaloosa guy? Nighttime?
That's really what I want to know. That's what I'm getting to.
I hope not.
Roll
but
Tide.
Anyway, hopefully you're an Auburn guy just to make Andy upset.
It's okay. I make enough people upset.
Great game. All right. So Max, what's your next pick?
All right. So next up on the list, I'm sure a lot of people expected me to say this game at some point tonight. I'm sure it's probably on someone else's list later on. At least I'm just guessing. But I was thinking of, again, some of the games I would consider must-own Nintendo Switch games. And the big one that comes to mind, especially since it was my first Nintendo Switch game, has to be Breath of the Wild. That game was absolutely phenomenal. I think also it's so much better now, surprisingly. No, it's a Switch episode, but if you play it on Switch 2, there's a Switch 2 edition, and it runs at 60 frames per second, and they changed the visuals. It looks like a totally different game on the Switch 2, and I think that's really cool. But yeah, Breath of the Wild is, in my opinion, one of the best Nintendo Switch games. I was very surprised by it. It was also a game that people had been waiting for forever because they revealed it back in 2014, and it kept getting delayed. You didn't know when it would show up to like a presentation. Out of nowhere, it showed up at the Game Awards. And there's so many cool things about Breath of the Wild if you paid attention to, the coverage of it, figuring out when it was coming out, stuff like that. I went to the midnight release. That was a fun midnight release. And Breath of the Wild, for sure.
Yeah, I haven't played it on the Switch 2. I haven't played anything on the Switch 2 yet. I don't own one, and I haven't even played a demo or whatever. But I do hear that Breath of the Wild is really awesome over there. I love that. I love the Zelda franchise. This is one of the better games in the franchise. It's I love the open worldness. I will say I was when I played this game, I was very impressed, obviously, with a lot of the puzzles and the mechanics and just the storytelling. I was not a huge fan of the Ganon at the end of this one, although it's an extremely fun game. I love this game. I love the cooking. I love the just there's so much to do, and I'm a side quest guy. So, I mean, I could side quest for years and not finish this game. I don't know how people 100% this so quick. You just must have nothing else to do in your life. But all the Korok seeds, all the whatever, it's wild to me. But Breath of the Wild to me. But yeah, I love this game. Good pick.
I've not played this one, obviously. If it's a Switch game, I haven't played it. But I am a Zelda fan. So, this is a cool pick. I do, enjoy, seeing gameplay of this. But I do want to shout out real quick. Nighttime Luigi put top 4 there.
Yep, I see
Tears
it.
of the Kingdom, Echoes of Wisdom, Mario Party Superstars, and Mario Odyssey. Said it would have put Breath of the Wild, but it was originally on the Wii U. So
that is a good point because it did come out. It was originated for the Wii U.
Still a Switch game though, but
Yeah.
It's
It's good pull. Good pull. Bryce, I've watched you gameplay a lot of games. I don't think I've ever seen you play a Zelda.
I actually beat Breath of the Wild. I have a video a long time ago, many years ago in 2020. I beat Breath of the Wild on stream. So I've played it and I beat it. It was a good game. I like it.
You actually play obviously Geometry Dash and Dark Souls,
Red Dead.
Dead. I don't think I've ever seen you play a Zelda game though. So
I have played Ocarina of Time recently, so I played that and I played
the goat.
I'm trying to finish Tears of the Kingdom as well. So it's hard though. Tears is hard.
I'm really excited for the Switch 2 Ocarina release.
Yeah, remake.
That's really cool. Now that I don't have a Switch, I'm thinking about just jumping to the Switch 2. But that will probably take a little bit of time because there's so much else in my life I need to spend money on. So, so might as well go for it and try and get some of these cooler games or the newer games. But all right, good pick, man. I love this to death. Hey, I guess it's my turn, right, Andy? Man, my top 3 games. It was between 4 games, right? Between 4 games. But I'm going to go, let's just do this here. Yeah, I'm actually going to crush with Bryce. I'm going Luigi Mansion 3. That game was phenomenal. So one game I don't own. I had such a blast with this. I love when you can sit down and play a game and you can almost feel like when you play this game. I'm near 50 now. I felt when I played this game like I was a kid again. Like it's just one of those titles that is just filled with joy. It's just there's something charming about it that when you play this game, it's just. This is how I feel Nintendo should be. Like you have the 3 consoles. These are the type of titles that I feel Nintendo just nails every time. If you've never played it, multiple levels in this hotel, you're trying to rescue and do the whole thing. But you like there are so many cool puzzles. I love the dinosaur room. I love the cars, all the things that are happening. You go to the basement. You got to figure out all kinds of stuff. And they have just the new mechanics. I've only played the original one that Andy was talking about back on GameCube. I didn't play part 2. And then obviously this one. So it's just a fun game, man. I'm going to crush more my number 2 with Bryce. And, man, good pick, man. And most of you guys already talked about it. But unless you want to add anything else, I will just say,
was there any room you didn't like? Any boss room
Luigi is getting some fame because like Super Mario 2, Luigi became my guy. And things like Smash or Mario Kart or whatever, I'm always gonna pick Luigi over Mario. That's just me. So I'm kind of glad he got his dues.
Kirk, I was going to say, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was going to say, was there any like boss room you didn't like? Because I know there was one for me.
So, the room that I think I spent and I had a lot of hard time with was, was it? No, maybe not. That one wasn't too hard. I kind of feel like when you get to the basement, they have where the water is too high, and you got to drain the water and get over to the other thing and go around and up and down, and then you had to come back. And anyways,
there was a bumper boat.
I feel like that one might have been one of the hardest levels for me, but I kind of cruised through most of it. It's one of those fun games that you don't have to think tremendous on the puzzles, but it just gives you enough nudge to where you got to figure things out. Hey, by the way, Andy, I don't think anybody here loves this game at all.
I certainly don't.
I played it on the Switch too.
I'm joking. Devin, number 1 franchise in video games. Just throwing that out there.
You said Donkey Kong incorrectly.
I did say Donkey Kong.
Mispronounced Donkey Kong.
Well, it is the grandfather of video games, so I understand.
Yeah, Final Fantasy to me is the number 1, and Zelda's probably number 2 for me ever. So, yeah. Yes, Luigi over Mario any day, says Tox Player. King Harden says, I missed King Harden. Hold on. Hey, King Harden. Nice. Welcome in, man. Thanks for being here.
James Harden?
Like James and LeBron's kid? I don't know. Maybe.
That's my viewer. He's cool.
Oh, cool. What's up, man?
King Harden, we love you, man. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button. The remake is awesome, he says.
Sorry, I was going to say that I really forgot. Well, a room that I didn't like in the Luigi's Mansion 3 was the bumper boat room with the spikes and
Yes. Yes, that
thing.
one was crazy too. Definitely. I love the T-Rex one. That one was my favorite probably. Max.
Yes.
Max. You already talked about this one. So Andy, you're up.
Yes, I am.
Max, I'm sorry. He's going to tell us another wild game right here for the 64.
Yeah. Man, so when I look through my list, I'm like, how do I put these ones in order? What do I do here? But
Hey, I
I
love
think
those pictures behind you because
Yeah,
you're
so
not normally there. That's your kiddo.
this is my middle child, but quite some time ago.
Dude,
So
she's probably like 3 in that picture.
yeah, somewhere around there, 3 or 4.
She's
She's 9 now,
I
so
was saying she's like 10 now.
it's a little bit newer or a little bit older. So speaking of older, I'm gonna go with an older game, and this one is going to be, I think, the most. I don't even want to say underrated, because I think the people who love this game, or if you've ever played this game, you just know that it's absolutely amazing. But again, I'm going to go to the best system of all time, because you can play it on the Switch also.
They don't have any PlayStation 2 games on here.
Right, exactly. But I'm going to go N64, which is the correct answer. And I'm going to one of the coolest animation styles in a video game, one of the coolest games of all. I absolutely love this game, and I'm going Yoshi's Story.
Okay.
Yoshi's Story is an absolute gem of a game.
Banger.
Absolutely love this game. The soundtrack's fantastic. I love the animation, how it looks like it's drawn with crayon. I just love the really unique style to this game. I love that Yoshi really gets, again, kind of like we said with Luigi, like Luigi getting his game, Yoshi's getting the game that is deserved there too. So I love Yoshi's Story. I love Yoshi as a character. It's a super fun game. It's challenging enough, but it's really not a difficult game. So it's fun to be able to play through. It's a game that you get to see all the different color Yoshis too. Okay, look at this. I actually got a little agreement. Okay, Yoshi Story is a pretty good game.
From
How about
Kevin,
that?
too.
From
We got
Kevin.
2 Kevins in the chat. We got a new Kevin that entered. Kevin Ford says, Nintendo console is my main console. The Switch did it. Usually a secondary console. Devin agrees. And then Kevin also said, me too. Sold my Series X and process of selling my PS5.
So anyway, I'm going for my TJ Jazzy Jeff. I'm going Yoshi's Story. You get that whole trail of eggs, and you get to launch them and get the fruit, and it's a really fun game.
The art style in this game is pretty cool.
It's reminiscent to me of like Kirby, kind of like that idea of like Kirby's Dream Land type, like that kind of deal. But
it reminds me of like those that like art style where like the puppets and stuff are happening, that kind of thing.
And then and then there's like the cardboard cutouts and things. Yeah, like it's
Paper Mario
really, really cool.
Even did it even better, but just the weird art. You guys like Yoshi Story?
Yoshi's Story.
I never played it.
There's another game. So DK64 and Yoshi's Story. You got to add them to.
So I've never played it for the Switch, obviously, but I have played it for the. Let's just. I'll pull it up right here.
Pull up Yoshi's Story. When I get home, I need to play some Yoshi's Story.
Yeah, I agree. So 64, huh?
Yep.
There it is. So Bryce, how do you like this Yoshi's Story?
Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was muted. Yoshi's Story
on 64.
Yoshi's Story is really fun. I like it. It's one of my favorite N64 games. So I like I think
I just feel like. Go ahead.
Thank you. Sorry. I think that it has a horror aspect to it too. With the castle, when a Yoshi dies, he gets dragged to a castle.
That's true.
A lot of people don't realize that, or don't remember it, but it has a very scary element in a sense. So.
And then you get to pick what Yoshi is your next color. I'm going to be light blue on this one, or I want to be red, or I am. This game is just super crazy fun. And to
Favorite
me, it's
Yoshi color?
yeah, my favorite Yoshi color, man. I just I'm gonna be boring. I think I'm gonna go with the OG green. But I mean, I don't mind any of them.
Like there
Green's
you go.
green's my favorite color though. So I mean, yeah, look at that. I mean, it's like a pop-up card,
Yeah, like one of those pop-up books.
Yeah.
The intro reminded me a little bit of something you'd see in Paper Mario.
Yeah, that's
it's Paper Mario-esque. Yeah.
All right. My controller's not dialed in
Yo,
right.
speaking of Yoshi, Max, did you play Yoshi and the Mysterious Book on
I
Switch
did.
2?
That is one of the best Switch 2 games, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I
Is
was
it really?
very surprised by that one. Yeah, very creative game. It's like a collectathon, but in the 2D style of Yoshi, and really good.
My controller isn't dialed in with the buttons right, so I need to fix that because it's not moving. Anyways, it's such a good fit. Max, do you know if Lies of P will be in the cartridge? Says Diego.
Oh, yeah. So Lies of P was one of the Nintendo Switch 2 games that came out this week. It came out digitally, but the physical copy comes out in October, and it is on card. It's not a game key card, Diego.
For as many great games there are, the Switch does get a very big negative for not having the best game of all time, Symphony of the Night.
Yes, it does. It does. It actually does. It has. It's on the Game Boy Advance. It's on the Advance. I'm pretty sure it's on the new either Dominus collection or Advance collection. It's one of those. It's on there though. Yeah.
Symphony of the Night isn't on Switch on one of the collections. That's in the Castlevania Requiem, I think is what it's called. It was part of that collection, which I think that collection, for whatever reason, was exclusive to PlayStation because I don't think they put it on Xbox, PC, Switch. That collection has Symphony of the Night. I don't know if Sony paid for
Symphony of the Night is freaking awesome though. Yeah, I have
Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth is awesome too.
All right,
I have to say that every time.
Halftime. So there's 25 of you here, and many of you may not know exactly who we are. We're the Rushmore Show, but we also are two guys that have become friends. We started the podcast, and one of the things that we really love is going to the conventions, video game conventions, nerd conventions, whatever, and not just being at the convention, but kind of being a part of it. And we get an opportunity to preach the gospel through video games and movies and TV. And so one of the things that we do is we actually preach on that. And so at Southeast Game Exchange, I preached on Red Dead Redemption 2. And then this past week at Louisiana RetroCon, I preached on Pokemon. So that's just one of the things we do. And it's not at the convention, it's in the convention. So it's a part of the programming. So we're not those guys that are trying to bash Bibles on people's head. We just let people know that we love you guys. We love the video games and we love Jesus. So if people want to be a part, they can. If they don't, that's fine too. But Red Dead Redemption was awesome. Those two messages will be out soon. I didn't have really good Wi-Fi at Siege, so I'm going to have to redo that one. And then at Louisiana RetroCon, I did have good Wi-Fi and everything, but there was a bunch of other things that were happening in the convention that kind of paused us for certain things and other. So I'm just going to make a better cut of that. You can actually see portions of that in I went live, but I'll put both of those out hopefully in the next week or two. Another thing that we have is this awesome book. It is the Directory of Christian Creators. If you love Jesus, which I see Jesus is king, did you preach that Pokemon is the devil and should be avoided? Monster energy drinks? No, I didn't actually. The name of the message was I Choose You. And I'll give you the gist. Jesus chose you before you chose him. He gave you power and a sound mind to fight off your battles. And then he's asking you to, in return, choose him back. So that's kind of what the preach was about. So, anyways, you are Christian, you're welcome. If you're not Christian, you're definitely welcome here. But if you are Christian, we have this right here, the directory of Christian creators. Some of the guys that were in the chat have been in there. Did I add Nighttime in here yet? Yes, I did. Nighttime Luigi, you are right here. Oh, there you are. Yep, right here. This is your little section, Nighttime Luigi. The only K we got. Look at that, Koi Fish in the house. Jesus help me beat Super Mario 2. But that's free actually on our website, this Coalition Christian Creators, at rushmorereboot.weebly.com. And you can check that out there. I've got a few videos I'd love to share. Since Bryce is on the channel today, we share Bryce's video quite a bit. Let's share one of our other friends that we haven't shared in a while. Let's share our guy, Coin Flip.
Koi Fish for 13 months.
Koi Fish is here. Let's share Koi Fish. He just showed up. Koi Fish Gaming. And hey, we are going to be on our friends at Culture Box. Culture Box are a bunch of Christian creators that were kind of apart. We haven't shared Monster Island in a while. Let's share that one. And then our favorite coffee, our friends over at Village. Let's do those three, and we'll be right back with you. Check these videos out.
Koi Fish Gaming is where retro lives and breathes. Jeff brings you authentic gameplay on original hardware, Atari, NES, Super Nintendo, PS1, and more, all captured in the warm glow of a CRT. From long plays and live streams to game collecting and honest chats about the gaming life, this channel is a nostalgia-packed hangout for old school gamers who just get it. Check him out on YouTube and Instagram today.
Hey Kaiju lovers, looking for a podcast that's a fun listen and takes big monsters seriously? Then check out the Monster Island Film Vault, a podcast seeking entertainment and enlightenment through tokusatsu. Host and film curator Nate Marchand and his rotating roster of guest hosts take academic yet fun deep dives into the wide world of giant monster films and TV, discussing their artistic merits or lack thereof, and their historical and cultural contexts, giving you a greater appreciation for an underappreciated genre. You'll hear about Godzilla, King Kong, Gamera, and more, while also getting a crash course in toku topics, ranging from history to sociology to science. Along the way, you'll hear audio drama segments chronicling Nate's many misadventures on Monster Island with a colorful cast of characters, like his intrepid producer, Jimmy from NASA. So pay a visit to the Monster Island Film Vault at monsterislandfilmvault.com.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
All right, we'll get right back into the show. But before I do, two things. Number one, if you've been following along on our channel, you can get the free video game devotional. It's the 365 devotional on video game topics. It's free. I'm in week 31. I actually owe you guys 2 weeks, last week and this week. I've been a little behind because I'm also a teacher and we started this week. So I will probably have both those weeks out, hopefully by this weekend. I pretty much have them done. I just need to upload them. And also Andy has a devotional. Andy, yours is called The Bible is Metal. You, hopefully both of these are printed out soon, but you did this one for your youth because they were questioning something. What were they questioning?
Well, they thought the Bible was pretty boring, and I said, well, read it again, because it's not. It's full of epic stories and tales, some of which are pretty metal. So I do have on our website, I have the first devotional posted, or a sample of it. And man, it has been a crazy summer, as it has for everyone. But we have been in the middle of camps and VBSs and
moving
moving ourselves, and then moving a church. And then now that we're moved, the reason that I'm not in my studio is because we're completely redoing the plumbing in our house. So it's been a little crazy. So I've kind of been on a hiatus from writing, but about halfway done with that 31-day devotional. So the first time I read it, the tent peg made me get, so that's part of my devotional too. The tent peg is definitely a great one for sure. The one that I have posted is Elijah versus Baal's prophets and calling down fire from heaven. And there's a lot of really metal moments in the Bible. So definitely check it out. I'm excited to hopefully sometime in the next couple months have that thing finished and published.
Yeah. So let's get started back in the show. Thanks for hanging around with us, checking out our guys. There's 28 in you, and it's a bunch of new folks. So make sure you hit the like button. I do want to say hello to Graceful Gains, new in the chat, and hello to somebody else maybe. Oh yeah, Adrian name is that name L1 or L13 maybe. But welcome in, excited. Come on in and hang out. Release the Bears. Yep, that one's going to be in there too.
That one's in there.
The
funnest, the most fun one to write. And let me just throw a teaser out there. Is I did include a devotional about the foreskins of the Philistines. So that's that I had to throw that one in there.
Hey, so the Bears, Andy, were you there when I did the Bears shirt?
I had that T-shirt. That was when I first started serving.
One of the shirts that I used, because if you guys know anything about the Bible, there's a story about where the Bears they attack, right? And I'm trying to think of what I did for the quote, because it was be careful, or the bears are going to eat the old people, or whatever. I'm trying to think what it was.
Beware of the bears, or I don't know, something. I forget. It was a blue shirt.
And it was really just to get them to go and read the verse, because I didn't share what it actually meant. You had to really go read the verse to figure it out. It was funny. Diego says, oh, wait, no. I scrolled back up again. Diego, yes, come out in October, though. Not a game key card, he says. T. Richardson says, haha, bruh. Oh, Retrofault's here. Also loves the Lord. When they make fun of him for being bald. Yeah, that's it. So, but I'm trying to think what the shirt said. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It was like a beware of the Bears. Anyways, and let's get into this. Bryce, what's your number 2? This is a softball pitch here. Softball pitch.
Okay, so first off, I see my friend Tox is talking real quick. I just wanted to say, don't worry, we're not going to force you. Oh, don't worry. It's between you and God, but we're just talking to our testimonies. But like
I will say this, Tox, what you see, what we just did is it. And a lot of times people just reach out to us, have questions. We don't force anybody. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. If you have questions, we'll talk about it. But we are believers, and real
quick, I do want to. Before we get into this next one, I want to share this real quick, because Devin Winsel just said it, and I just want to share this resource. Kirk mentioned it, but I want to show you guys, because I have it pulled up here. He says not enough Christian creators out there, but if you go to our website, and you can find this in other places, or you don't have to use this resource, but we put one together up at the top where it says the ministry. If you click the ministry, and you scroll right down here, number 1, you can send a prayer request to us, comes to our email. We would love to pray with you guys, for you guys. But right underneath that, when you're on your desktop version, there's this thing called the Coalition of Christian Creators Directory. And it's 100 plus different Christian content creators, ranging from anime to tabletop cosplay, video games, comic book people, different Comic-Cons, all kinds of different things here, and where you can find them online. So I would definitely check it out. If you're looking for some more Christian creators, these are just ones that we know of. There's a million more out there. These are ones that we're not only know of, but we are connected to either through the show or just friends of the show and things like that. So
Hey,
go to our website there,
you
check
just
that out.
passed up his name. Barry is here. You just passed his name up. Barry is a Christian content creator. What a great dude he is. I appreciate the fact y'all just mentioned it without pushing it. Hey, look, Tox, our hope is that you keep coming back and hanging out, and one day you go, man, these guys are cool. I wonder why they love Jesus so much. And you just ask us a question, and we'll share it with you. So, yeah, I saw my name. You did. I saw. I saw it too. Pretty cool. Hey, so let's get into this. Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
Link number 2. What's your second favorite?
My link is not actually Link. It's actually Samus. It's a Metroid Dread. I really love that game. I was really hyped to play it. I remember having a Switch. When I have a Switch, it's such a good game. I was hyped for it. It's like I love Metroid Fusion, and so like Metroid Dread was a step up, even above Metroid Fusion, and I don't know. It's just like the Metroidvania type style of gameplay and layout of the game. The fact that there's different power ups and different abilities with the new I think they're called Emmys or something. The robots. And just the enemies, and so I think it's just a really fun and good game. I beat it, and I beat it on stream actually, and it was just so much fun. I loved it. So that's mine.
I love Metroid. I love Samus. I was a big fan growing up of the GameCube Metroid Prime. He drops the Dread was really good. Yeah, so but I loved Metroid Prime growing up, but I love in Dread as I'm looking it up and kind of going back to that platformer style, that style of game there is really cool. So great series of games, great character. Also, that was when I was playing back, I can throw this out there because, that's just what I'm doing tonight. When I was playing Super Smash Bros. Back in the day on the 64, Samus was one of those go-tos for sure for me. So, great pick.
I love Metroid, all of it. Metroidvanias, Symphony of the Night, obviously with Castlevania, kind of started all that stuff. But I've never played Dread, and it's just not one I bought in the collection yet. But I would love to play it. I love the Metroid series. I can only imagine it's great. When we did GameCube, I picked Metroid. When we did Wii, I picked a Metroid. When I picked GameCube, and when I picked handheld games. I picked one because just love the one from DS Prime. But yeah, I love that. Retro Vault says, I love the Symphony of the Night. Of course you do. Hey, Religious Fanboy's in the house. He also, Religious Fanboy Horror? That's a new channel, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have a wrench, so that must be new.
Fanboy, is that a new channel? Welcome in.
Max is so I know you don't like Metroid Prime 4, but do you like Metroid Dread?
Dread is really good. Dread was actually my game of the year when it came out, I think 2021, if I remember correctly. So yeah, Dread is definitely up there for me. So I think that's a good pick. Very good pick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Remember when I found out Samus was a female?
Hey, real quick. 21 of you are in here. All 21s of you. Religious Fanboy Horror. This must be a very new channel. You only have 5 subscribers. We're the 5th. Y'all, if you love anime, you love Jesus, he was on the channel once before. This is your new channel. You guys go and support if you love that. Go Religious Fanboy Horde. Hey, so I just gave you a wrench, so put your channel in the chat, Quentin. Cool. Hey guys, Dread is my favorite, says Switch Addiction. Welcome in, Switch Addiction. Good pick. So Max, what's your next pick?
So this one was really, really, really tough for me because I like both of these games equally. Basically, every other day I change my mind on which is better. So
do it.
When I say this, I'll have probably a different opinion tomorrow morning. So obviously, the name is Monado Max. So obviously I am a big Xenoblade fan.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Xenoblade games. There's 1, 2, 3, X, all those. I hate 2. 2 is not a part of the team. But I am stuck between 1 and 3. I always change my mind which is better. Those games are really, really good. But today, Xenoblade 1 is my favorite out of those 2 games that I'm talking about.
I can't hate you on that. I love the Xenoblade series. Just really good pick, man. Tell us why 1 instead of 3? What's the best?
I think 1, the story. There's so many shocking moments in 1. I feel like you're constantly mind blown throughout the game, especially if you finish the game. You're just left completely speechless with what goes on with that. And yeah, so I think Xenoblade 1 has to be up there for me. I remember, Super Smash Bros. Was actually how I got into the Xenoblade series because they brought Shulk into that. And I mentioned earlier how red was my favorite color. And so when I saw Shulk uses a red blade, I was like, whoa, this guy is so cool. And then after playing Smash Bros. With him, and I was like, I got to play the games that have come out with Xenoblade. And when the new 3DS XL was coming out in 2015, they had an exclusive game, which was Xenoblade 1. They brought it over to the 3DS, and that's how it all started, basically. So I definitely love Xenoblade, and yeah, that's why my number 2.
Hey, so I know it's not the same. But I love this game.
Everyone tells me to play that. Have you seen that?
This was my intro into anything Xeno. And then I ended up getting the one for PlayStation 1, which was
Xenogears.
Xenogears, right?
Yeah.
And but I haven't played any of the Xenoblades. It was on my short list to purchase. There's just so many games. And here's the thing. I'm at a spot in my life where I don't get big pockets of time to play games anymore.
Yeah,
I love owning them. I love the idea of playing them. And so every time I go to purchase a game, I feel like, man, it just gets in the backlog. And so I haven't purchased it, but I do love, like somebody in here said just a minute ago, said, I love the Xenoblade, Xeno, whatever. Yeah, here, Retrovault. I love Xenogears, Xenosaga, Xenoblade. I agree. It's just a cool series. It's very awesome. It's one of those that has kind of I've missed, right? That some of these games, it's just I don't purchase a lot of games anymore. But I wish my son and even my daughters didn't play a lot of video games. I wish my son played more video games almost. He doesn't play a lot. He plays a lot of sports. He likes video games, but he doesn't play a ton. So usually I don't have a reason to buy them. I'm like, nah, I got a ton to play. I'm not going to get it. But if I was younger, I would definitely be like, if Switch would have came out when I was in my 20s and maybe early 30s, man, I'd have a collection from here to Walmart, right? Or Best Buy.
If you would get the chance, you should definitely try the Xenoblade games. I think you would love them. Especially, there's a lot more connections between Xenoblade and Xenosaga now.
Just do it, says Retrovault. Now, is that both of you? Is it Skylar? Is it Adrian? Is it both of you? Who's hanging out there?
There's both of them. They're watching on the TV, they said.
Yeah,
they're watching us on the TV.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So,
we love them. They're going to be on the show, and we're going to be doing not comfort games. We're going to be doing game memories. We're doing game memories. Oh, there. Oh, that Adrian is that Adrian. Okay, perfect. Nice.
So I want to say about Xenoblade. I've been playing through the Chronicles Definitive Edition. I really like. I've never got to play Xenoblade 1 until now. I played Xenoblade 2 and first, and then I know. I trust me. I was going to get there. At first, I thought it was good, but then when I played Xenoblade 1, I realized that Max is right, and Xenoblade 1 is way better than Xenoblade 2 ever will be. And I think it was just the hype that the hype of the Xenoblade 2 launch and the Switch 2 launch got people really into Xenoblade. but it's not. It's too anime. Is like, I mean, Xenoblade's kind of anime too, but it's not. It's not
Xenoblade
anywhere.
2 goes so crazy with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people's first Xenoblade game was Xenoblade 2, so that's why
Yeah.
so many people like that game so much.
Yeah.
I will say, like, if Xenoblade fans that started with 1, most of them do not like 2 because 2 is
Yeah.
such a different game.
It really is. I think sorry to interrupt, but I think that the gameplay style system is awful in 2. That like it's way different than 1, and then also the art style is way different. The whole story is kind of different. Like it's just yeah.
Good pick. Love it. I'm starting with 1, says Devin. I started on the Wii, says Tox. I'm here supporting Minato Max, such a great guy.
Brian McKnight also started at 1, so that's cool. So you're in good company.
1, I said a dream come true. The characters and music on Xenoblade 3 were unforgettable, says Addiction.
Yes.
By the way, I handed out a bunch of wrenches. If you got a wrench, drop your channel. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button before you head out. Drop your top 4. Every Thursday we do this. Man, good pick. Good pick. My turn. I'm going to go, Andy. If I'm pretty sure this is the game that you've actually played. Maybe. I think if you were playing the Switch at my house, it was probably this game. I've said it before. You are a 64 guy, so you always nail the franchise. That's your favorite game of this franchise. And I think my favorite is this one. I haven't played the Switch 2, which I know there's a great one out there for that. There's a great one on GameCube. There's a great one on Super Nintendo that you don't like. But I'm going with Mario Kart 8. Yeah, I'm going with Super Mario Kart 8. It was my built-in with the Switch I had was downloaded on. We played this game the most probably out of any game. I mean, it's just so much fun. Any Mario Kart for me is awesome. I'm a Link guy. That's why it's here, because you pick Link on your Link in Mario Kart. But yeah, I love this game. Mario Kart 8 is definitely my favorite. I want to play World. I haven't done that yet, obviously. But just a great series. Double Dash is awesome. All the way back to the original. Mario Kart series is awesome. And this is the one I enjoy the most. And I can play with almost anybody in my family will at least pick this up. Matter of fact, when we lost our Switch, this was the only game we were really playing. Because when we kind of go co-op with, like whether we're on the flight or whatever, we were playing Mario Kart 8. So that's going to be my Link.
Yeah, this is the one game on the Switch I've played. So there you go. You can't go wrong for me with Mario Kart. I just think that it is certain things they've just perfected. You know, it is, you know what you're getting into Mario Kart, and it's insanely fun every time. So
hey, Nightbot just wants to let you guys know, if you want to be on the show, make sure you hit us up on socials. We're on all the social media.
Hey,
the social media banner hasn't been scrolling at the bottom, Andy, because I took it off and I forgot. But all our social media, you can meet us whatever. If you want to be on the show, you are definitely welcome, just like these guys are. Because when we used to hang out from our childhood at Tox, says
I was talking about seeing the Xenoblade game. I was talking to Tox about like that we saw it as they had the game Xenoblade game at their house, and I was talking about during our childhood we used to hang out a bunch, and so before they moved, before Tox moved, and I remember seeing that game. That's what I was saying. What were you saying, Andy?
Oh, I was just saying. I mean, yeah, Mario Kart's just great. It's insanely fun. If you want to have fun, throw that one in, and boom.
Yes, I played it on every console. Beat it on the Switch too, says Tox.
My go-to in Mario Kart, my go-to is always, I'm always a Yoshi guy, and I know I mentioned that earlier, but I'm a Yoshi.
It's the reason you pick Yoshi's Story.
I love Yoshi.
Minato, do you like the kart games? Do you like 8?
So it's funny. I do like Mario Kart 8. The reason why it's funny though is basically Mario Kart 8 was half of my life because that game came out when I was 10, and we didn't get another Mario Kart game until last year. So
Right.
I was 22 when the next Mario Kart came out. So I was stuck with Mario Kart 8 for 12 years because it was on the Switch 1. They brought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It started on the Wii U.
Right.
So I was stuck with that game for a long time. So I kind of had to like
That's-
Mario Kart 8.
I was like that with Madden 08. I had Madden 08 when they came out with like Madden, with Madden on the cover. I was like, dude, this is still so fun. I got, yeah, anyway.
Same,
Vince Young
Andy.
on the
High
cover.
five. Because same.
Madden
Hey, look
08
at-
is a banger. By the
Andy,
way.
this is for you.
So, okay, I will pick Donkey Kong in multiplayer mode when I need some brute force, but when I'm racing, I want Yoshi, and I also really do like the Toad pick. If somebody jumps me and picks Yoshi, I'll go Toad. Similar racer in my eyes.
Oh
there.
yeah,
But if I want to knock some balloons off of somebody in 64, I am DK or I am Bowser.
You know who I
That's
do
me,
like?
guys.
I like Bones.
Dry Bones?
Yeah, Dry Bones.
Dry Bowser?
Mm-hmm.
Or Dry Bones?
There's so many characters to choose from nowadays. that
In
I don't
8,
even-
yeah, in 8. And I think, how many does World have, Max?
Worlds, it's hard to say. So World does their roster a little bit different. So
Right.
any type of like alternate costume is considered a character on the roster. So you'll have like 8 different Mario costumes, and they'll say, "Oh, there's 8 different Mario characters right there." So
Devin says Dry Bones is so good. Richardson says I ate the bones. Yeah. All right. He is like my go-to in Mario Kart 8 and World. Yep. All right, Andy. What's your link?
Yeah, so for
Zelda games you may have played before on there.
yeah, and I could do that, and I may very well do that. What's happening tonight is I've got my long list right here, and I put no order to it. I just what am I feeling right now, and I'm gonna do it because you guys know me. You know me well. You know me good enough to know
Pokemon
that
Snap.
I am a big time. I don't say I'm sorry for this game at all. I don't do it ironically. I absolutely adore this game, and I am gonna go Pokemon Snap, the best shoot 'em up game of all
Got to
time.
be kidding me.
Pokemon Snap, we've got to do it. I absolutely love this game. is such
Richardson,
a-
do not
it's-
encourage it.
Yes, I'm doing it. It is Pokemon Snap. It is fantastic. It is a great rail shooter. It is just amazing. You should apologize.
I mean, to be fair, there is a Pokemon Snap on Switch. There's a new Pokemon Snap.
So I'll take that, but I'm going to go with mine. But again, yeah, Pokemon Snap. That's where I'm going. This is definitely my go-to. I'm just going to say it.
I didn't even know there was a Pokemon Snap. I just guessed it because that's just who you are.
When we get to comfort games, just be ready. Is all I'm saying. I love this game so much. It is so fun.
It's so crazy
such
that
a
you love a
different game.
role-playing game so much.
Pokemon Snap. What do you say? Yeah. Anyway, but I do love Pokemon. And I've shared that multiple times. Just why I love it so much.
Wait, Devin.
But yeah,
Pull this back, Devin. Meet my friend Andy. Andy has a problem. When Andy doesn't know the games that he wants to pick, he refers to Pokemon Snap. Hi, my name is Andy, and Pokemon Snap. Yeah, so he is. We did shooters one time, and shooters is not his go-to genre of games, and he picked Pokemon Snap, and it's been a running joke since then. But it's not. It's only a joke to us because he's serious.
yeah, well, I mean, technically, it's a
Well,
shooter.
look.
You're shooting things with the camera.
Mhm.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
thank you,
he's
Max.
not wrong.
Thank you,
Max.
I'm
If
saying,
you
I
want
just-
to be invited back on the show, you'll stop the fool.
Let me
I'm
just
kidding.
state my case.
that
my
was
case.
his case as well, Max. That was his case as well.
Yeah, I mean,
My
what do you call
case
taking
is
photos?
that it is a rail shooter.
Mhm.
It is a rail shooter. There's no difference. It's just instead of bullets, it's photography. It's the same thing.
And he also by the way, we mentioned Forrest Gump in the chat earlier, Andy. Forrest Gump was also his George. No, it was his Link. I think
Not my George. Not my George.
it was your
Not my
Link.
George.
It was your Link of
It was on my list. I don't remember where.
War games. His number
Wait,
one
it's a game?
Not more games,
War
war
movies.
movies. His number one war movie of all time.
I was about to say if it was a game, if he called it a game, that I was like, that's the most out of box pick. More the
It
book
was Mulan. He picked Star
My
Wars.
number one war movie is Mulan because
picked
it
Star
is all
Wars.
about war.
He
Yeah,
picked
That's a
Star
war.
Wars.
I actually agree. That's a good pick. That's a war film.
Star
I
Wars.
see.
See, I am not
Forrest
an
Gump,
outlier here.
300 in Mulan for war movie.
Call of Duty: Forrest Gump's Revenge.
Wait, it's a war. I mean, it technically is a war movie, but when we were going into it, Devin, war movies, we were thinking, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, maybe even something a little older. He was like Mulan. I'm going cartoon with it.
War against the Huns. The war against the Huns.
It is. We're not doubting that. We're not doubting. Anyways,
So like,
welcome to the show. We have now caught a squirrel.
On that episode where y'all just talking war movies, and then he just out of nowhere just says Mulan. Like, it's
Well, first off, he went Star Wars, and he was like, Star Wars, it's got war in the title. And we were like, okay, yes, but that's not where we were thinking, right?
right.
It's kind of like, is Die Hard a Christmas movie, right? He hates that argument, but he used that argument for all his war movies. If they have a gun and they're shooting people, it's a war movie. That's basically what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's not
Pause.
wrong.
But pause.
In-
Mulan centered on war.
That's crazy, says Devin. Let's get down to business. Yeah, let's get down to business. Yeah, anyways. Let's get back to the show. Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
And
Pokemon
I'm
Snap.
glad Kevin, I'm
Love this
glad
game.
Kevin's still in the chat so he can hear you say that foolishness again. Yeah, the stupid Wi-Fi. Yeah, Oh, that's on the other chat. Anyways, let's get down to business. Let's do our George. Let's get our number one Switch games of all time before we do our honorable mentions. What's the number one Switch game of all time, Bryce?
Mhm.
I bet we have-
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. I put 5,000 hours in this game. I really have loved it.
So
I'm
excited.
hero
Look at
main. I love all the characters. I'm hyped for. I was hyped when Sora got announced. I was a hype when even though Xenoblade 2 sucks. Power and Mithra got in the game. They're hype. I like the good play styles. Like I don't know. Keru's my main. Little Max my main. I love this game. I streamed this game. This game was hype. So yeah.
Let me tell you something. This is another one of those that was on my list to purchase because it is amazing. I love the whole Super Smash series, but I never got it. Actually, I downloaded like a demo of this game. Like you could play just with like 2 or 3 characters or whatever. Andy will come back, and it's really fun. When I did Wii games, Smash was on it. When I did GameCube, Smash was on, or 64, Smash was on it. Smash is just a great series. I haven't played the one for Switch, but bro, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Great answer. Good pick. Smash.
I'm glad Max knew. I'm glad Max knows me so well. He knows that I love Smash. So
I knew you love Smash. I kind of figured this is where you're going to go because we've talked about it in the past, dude.
Yeah.
Good pick. Andy, you haven't played this Smash, but you like Smash Brothers, right?
I love Smash Brothers. Fantastic. Also, at camp, Kirk, we do it every year. There's a Smash Brothers tournament on the big 20-foot screen. Super epic.
Was
Another
it this
great
one this
game.
year? Was it the Switch version?
Well, yes, it was the Switch version, and it was and one of our students won against a streamer, which was pretty cool. So
Kevin says he's never played Smash. Bryce says gamer was Bryce. Yeah. No, it's not on the Switch. Oh, so Geometry Dash is not on Switch there, Bryce.
no, it's not.
Smash champion at Southeast Game Exchange.
Yeah,
Bryce,
I won a co-op tournament and I got the bragging rights
Bryce,
somewhere.
don't you have a plaque somewhere?
Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's put away somewhere, but I did win.
He showed it to me when he got it, dude. He was so excited. I walked over his booth. He's like, "Bro, look at what I won." I was like, "Dude, awesome." Yeah. Are they making new Smash for Switch 2? I'm sure. I'm sure they're gonna make. I mean, it's one of the main titles, so I'm sure. I've never played Smash as Clank.
I want to hear Max's opinion on not only the choice but also the
He's gonna crush more with you with his number one pick right here.
but also if there's going to be a Switch 2 Smash, what do you think about like a Switch 2 Ultimate Smash Ultimate like 2 edition or something?
I don't think they're gonna do a Switch 2 edition of Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think there'll be a new Smash game, probably like 2028.
Penultimate, because you know.
My personal theory,
life, like
my theory on the next Smash Bros. Game is that it's gonna, this one was Ultimate. I feel like the next thing they can tackle on is just more crossovers. I think it's gonna be like Smash Bros. X, and they're just gonna go absolutely heavy on third parties.
So what they really need to do is just bring out the next Nintendo movie, and then whatever movie that they decide to bring out, they announce it, who the next Smash Brother character is through the movie or vice versa. Because, Game & Watch, Andy will so clearly tell everybody that he was in the last movie because they're making Smash Brothers the movie.
It's happening.
Cool.
It's like the Avengers end game of this.
They're all linking up.
I agree. I 100% agree that it's going to be a Smash Bros. Avengers Endgame, Infinity War type.
I need a DK standalone. There's gonna be a Princess Peach standalone. There's gonna be a couple of those. We already got Star Fox in. I mean, come on. It's just it's there. We had the Pikmin in the Mario. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It makes too much sense. We even had. Anyway, I digress. It's gonna.
Christian Dixon says, "I love Nintendo history that's baked into Smash. Just can't get into it. Who's going to be the enemy in the Smash movie? Well, it's got to be the bad guys, right? It's got to be like Bowser and Ganondorf get together or something. Or
it's going to be the enemy of Master Hand.
It's going to be Master Hand, dude.
Master Hand. Yeah.
I don't think they're doing a Smash Bros. Movie. I don't think they're gonna do a Smash Bros. Movie.
I think they are. I really needed to happen too. Like I genuinely think they were missed opportunity. It's a missed opportunity.
It definitely should happen. But here's my thing, and here's like why I don't think it's gonna happen. They have the movie rights when it comes to Nintendo characters all split between different companies. So like Sony has the Zelda rights for the movies, and Universal has some movie rights. Nintendo is selling off these movie rights to multiple.
Pause. This is the same problem Marvel had. It might take 35 movies to get there.
Yeah.
And then when everybody sees Wolverine in a movie he shouldn't be in, did you see that? Then we all get shocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone just beats each other up for 90 minutes. well, I mean, it's no different than like the Mortal Kombat movie, the new Street Fighter movie that's coming out that everybody's mad about Blanca. Yeah. I mean, whatever. It's going to be one of those things. All right. Good stuff. Good job, Smash. What's your number one Switch game of all time? If people have watched Minato Max in the past, you guys can probably pick this out. He's online talking about it all the time. Let's see how many people can guess his chat before he says it. In the chat, what's his favorite Switch game of all time? Go ahead and drop it. You're up, Max. Go.
Oh, okay. All right. So this one, obviously very tough to say. So many good games on the Nintendo Switch. Like I said, trying to figure out a list of 4 games is so hard when the system has so many good games. But there was only one answer.
There can only be one Highlander.
One answer. This one makes the most sense. And it's obviously Super Smash Bros. Bryce JW got it right. Smash Ultimate is the number one best Switch game. I have a poster right there of it. I have a Smash mural over here.
Let's just pause that for this.
Let's go.
Smash poster back behind me. I got the mural over here. You guys can't see that, but it's got all the characters. The speculation behind Smash Bros. Is always super exciting. Anytime there's a new character, everyone's always watching. The hype of Smash Bros. Will never be defeated. when it comes to all these.
Speaking
Nintendo
of
games.
Louisiana RetroCon, everybody welcome in the director, the brain behind Louisiana RetroCon, Davey Lusco in the chat. What's up, Dave Galaxy Official? Thanks for being here, bud. We love the show. We had a blast this week.
Hey, we got to get you guys out to a Louisiana RetroCon. That's what we need to have.
Yeah.
We should.
Maybe.
We should.
Have
Maybe
that
here's
happen.
two guys right here to bring to Louisiana RetroCon, the next one. Right here.
It's got to happen. Got to happen.
Max.
And Bryce, what you'll do is you'll just catch a ride with Retro Vault to my house.
Okay, that's
Retro
fine.
Vault and you will ride with me to Louisiana.
I would love
That's
that. That's awesome. That
And
would
pick up
work.
a
Yeah.
Oz room on the way.
And
he'll
maybe
come
by
with-
that time, I will have plumbing, and you guys can stay with me. Hey,
you
hopefully,
don't have enough room and space for everybody.
So
We'll
Max,
figure it out. We'll
so
figure it out.
going on Max's point about the hype, yes, and Max knows one of my biggest inspirations, and probably Max's too. But he knows about this YouTuber Etika was like the biggest reason Smash, one of the biggest reasons Smash got so hyped, and the Switch got so hyped, and every time a new release got every time a new release got announced, they Etika was so hyped. Like his hype was like immensely. He unfortunately passed away, but he was just like an immense hype. So
Yeah,
Hey, real
yeah.
quick, Retro Vault, there's 2 Buckies on the way. Devin, I am an elementary health and PE teacher. Yeah, and so, but I'm also a pastor and a coach. And ironically, Andy is a pastor, a coach that wanted to be a PE teacher, but he was a teacher in computer science and also all the same things. Yeah. Hey, great game, man. I'm excited that you picked this. I haven't played this one, and I'm thinking, look, I'm gonna replace all these games, right? Obviously, I've got some connections like you guys and all these other amazing people at the conventions. I'm gonna replace most of these games, but now I've got a great list of games I have to pick up because you guys are recommending them to me. We actually would love to start having YouTube guests. Hook them up with the ride. We could probably give them some guest tables. Of course. Well, I'll tell you, Davey, at all these other big ones, the YouTube guys just say they're coming and they just walk around. So you don't even need a table for most of them. They'll just walk around. But Bryce, we'll put your table next to ours. For real.
okay, it's a word.
Because we run the MCs over there. But yeah,
Yeah.
you guys like Lego games. I mean, does a bear... Never mind. Yeah, of course we love Lego games. Lego games are amazing. Lego games are amazing. All right, my turn. Andy, is there any doubt what I'm picking? I mean, come on. I mean, can you just give me humory for a second? Breath of the Wild. I mean, really? It's the best game. Literally, it might be the best Nintendo game I've ever played. I mean, it's pretty close. It is so awesome. I love Zelda as a franchise, but playing this game, when I first got the game, I still had a recliner here, and I would sit in the recliner and I would almost like fall asleep playing this game for so many hours, just all tucked in this recliner with like a baseball game going on in the background. And I would just get so immersed in this game, trying to figure out how to get the Korok seeds and, the different recipes and all the different temples and all of the. I love a good puzzle game. If I'm downloading a game on my phone, it's almost I can almost guarantee it's going to be a puzzle game. I can almost guarantee it's some kind of puzzle game. Something that's a comfort game for me, and I love how they have integrated those into these. I do wish, again, I mentioned earlier, I don't necessarily like the big pig, Ganondorf or Ganon, but I do wish that the temples, especially when they went to Tears of the Kingdom, or thinking about the next of the next, whenever they get to the next one that isn't a remake. Would go back to the original style type temples, the original type shrines. I wish they would go to more of a dungeon crawler, especially like a dungeon crawler Carl and all that stuff kind of being big again, like getting back down to some really grassroots. But I love the whole series. I love the game. And the only reason I didn't pick it at number 2 for Link was because it's the number 1. It's the best game. So Breath of the Wild is what got me into Zelda. The shrines are amazing in that game. I played Breath of the Wild for about 3 hours and then sold it. Wasn't my jam. That's what I love about it, is how open world it is. I can literally play the game and get nothing accomplished and just run around the beach for an hour and feel like I had a blast, and put it up and not even do anything, just hanging out, killing a couple enemies and not doing a thing. I love that. So what is up, Real Life Perspective? We've got to figure out when we're on your show, because you have to go to dinner for the one that we had planned, which I think was this weekend, right? Coming up was what originally we were planning. But anyways, we'll figure it out. Real Life, we'll be back on. Speaking of Real Life, we need another music guest if you want to be on in October. In October, we need 2 music guests. Anybody want to be on a music episode, hit us up. We do need a music guest. But we already talked about Breath of the Wild. You want to add anything, any guys, at all? If not,
I do. So Breath of the Wild, like the Koroks were like, I don't know, like it was very hard because like the Koroks, the collectathon kind of thing with the Koroks and yeah, it's Andy, but it's okay. Koroks and the just they were hard to find, and so I just try to complete a true story or whatever, the true complete story. So
I'm reading Andy's what he was typing up. As a youth pastor, I'm well acquainted with the Breath of the Wild.
I also will say the story. I like the story, but I know a lot of people didn't like the story as much.
So I love this story in the game. I love the going to the 4 big units, the areas, and beating the 4 big bosses and getting all that. I don't know. I love how huge Ganon is and how big, and it's just epic. But I felt he was just way too easy. Like I just felt like the ending was just way too. I was like, dang, it was all this time and that was the payoff. That's the one thing. Yeah.
You know what you do?
Yeah.
Start a new save file. Go straight to Ganon without fighting everything.
Yeah,
else.
and that's something that I've seen some people do. Right? Is like go right there and take him on. Maybe it's time to check out. But listen, if you're a Zelda guy and you're an open world guy, it's your jam. A lot of people that hate it is exactly the reason why the negativity comes in the chat. It's so open world. I mean, you can get immersed in it and literally do nothing, like nothing. I've done that so many times. But anyways, Andy, you're up.
Yeah, I love all these picks. I could go so many different routes here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to pull a veteran move with this one too. So we'll do that here in just a second.
On the George?
But
if you've never been here before, a veteran move means he's going to call out 2 or more games at one time.
Two games here, but one of them the actual pick that I have. I'm just going to stay true to myself, and I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to go with Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64 is the greatest of the whole deal. The reason it's a veteran move is because the only game I've played is what you already mentioned before, which is Mario Kart 8, right? And that's that. I was kind of contemplating going there or whatever, but I'm going to go Mario Kart 64, playing it on the Switch, whatever. I don't even care. It's a great game. It is an absolute great game. One of the things that I really love about this more than I love about like the newer ones is, Kirk, you know me, I don't like choice. I don't like too much choice. I like going to a restaurant that serves 2 things just perfectly. I don't want you to have a menu where I can pick anything I want and all of it's, whatever. I like going to a place like, and I'm not saying Raising Cane's is the best place out there, but this kind of idea where it's like they know what they sell. How much of it do you want? I go to an Italian restaurant and I get chicken parm. I don't even look at the menu, right? That's just where I go with it. And Mario Kart 64, we had like 8 characters to choose between, and it was just a beautiful thing. Nowadays, like we were saying before with the Smash Bros, like where every costume of a character is its own character. It's insane to me to have all of these types of things out there. Is it fun? Cool, sure, whatever. I don't like the illusion of choice. All that to say, I love the simplicity of this game. I love the soundtrack. I love the multiplayer aspect of it. The battle version of it as opposed to the racing. I love playing this game with my kids, even though they're still trying to figure out an N64 controller. But yeah, I'm going Mario Kart 64. This is where it's at. I'm talking Rainbow Road. I'm talking Banshee Boardwalk. I'm talking all of these Wario Raceway. I love this game. So that's my George.
A lot of debate in the chat. Zelda movie coming out. Do you think it will be its own thing, or will it be one of? It's hard to say. There's so many speculation. Oh boy, he's going to pick Star Fox. Sean says any Mario games are fun to me on Switch. That's Mario Kart 8, Mario Golf, Mario Party, and Mario 3D World. Mario Sunshine's a banger. Sunshine is dope. Music alone is relaxing. Agreed. Mario Kart. We talked a lot about Mario Kart 64, guys. Did you play that one, Max? Mario 64?
Didn't play Mario Kart.
It's way too old for you. It's just old and blocky. You don't want to play that stupid system.
Actually,
hey,
I played Super Mario Kart. I love that one.
Yeah.
See, I don't
Zelda
like
remake
that
coming out in November. Are you talking about the Ocarina? Is that what we're saying? Is that it?
It's rumored for November.
I never played Mario Kart 64.
I mean, it's kind of, to me, the one, like the Super Nintendo one was great, right? And it was just the old adage, it walked so others could run. Mario Kart then took it to another level, Double Dash, so on and so forth. And they just keep getting better every time. So depending on how much nostalgia vibes you want to put to it, depending on which one you really love the most. Double Dash is probably my favorite aside from 8, just because I love the new mechanics. But is it Mario Kart 64 on NSO, says Devin. You guys can speak on that, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it should be, I think.
So Sean says, I play Kart 64 Simulator on Switch. I never had a 64. I had Super Nintendo version. Yeah. Well, that's the end of our first round. The second round, we call it the honorable mentions. They're called the Benjamins because if you've been around here long enough, you know that we heard when we first started this that Benjamin Franklin almost made the Mount Rushmore. He almost made the mountain. So we're going to talk about what just missed our mountain. That's who's the Benjamins. Now, we do this as a game. Max, you've never been on, but we kind of talked about it in the previous. So it's like this. It's kind of like fantasy football, which is coming up soon. I got to send a message out to the fantasy football guys. But if anybody wants to play fantasy football, we might have an opening or two. Just let us know. But the Rushmore Show Fantasy Football League. But you draft one direction in the first round, and then you draft like in sync. One direction. Bad joke. So you go this direction on first round, but then you come back the second round, and then this direction on the third round, and back on the first. So Bryce, you're going to get first pick, but you also get the last pick. Andy is on the bookend, so he gets back-to-back picks. Me and you, Max, we're in the middle. So here's the thing. If you know a game that somebody else on the list might say, then you probably want to take it. If you have something that's a little more obscure, Max, because I know you play some obscure stuff, hold on to that one till the end because nobody's probably going to pick it, right? But if you have one that you think like I or Andy is going to pick and it won't make it back to you, that's probably one you want to grab up.
I think I'm pretty safe today.
I'm sure you're safe. All right, so Bryce. And oh, by the way, the second round is not like the first round. We don't have to talk about it so much. It's really just an honorable mention. give a couple things, and we'll move on. All right.
Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Yeah, that's the way to play the game.
That's the way to play the game right there, Bryce. There it is.
Yeah, I had to take
Bryce
it from
is
Max.
coming out with Xenoblade 3 because it was already mentioned once, so
Mhm.
it might get a second mention in the chat. That's for sure.
Mhm.
And we kind of already mentioned it. Great game, great series, good stuff, Bryce. Max.
Super Mario 3D All Stars. That
Ooh.
has Galaxy, Sunshine, and Mario 64. All three great games.
What I love about that pick is that it's not my pick. But I do love that pick. And really, it goes without saying because this should probably be in my top 4. I just didn't want to go back to back. But I'm going Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, seriously. Probably my second favorite game in Nintendo Switch, but I didn't want to have back to back. I mean, it's almost the same game, just revamped and redone better. I do like it a little bit more, but Breath of the Wild was such a different experience when you first played it. Tears of the Kingdom was just kind of like, oh, what's been at it, right? So I'm going Tears of the Kingdom.
Hey, I'm going to save my first Benjamin pick. Now, you know what? I'm actually not because I think that we'll see if this one gets back to me. Anyway, this is an absolute steal of a pick at this. This is a value pick at the 5, but it's because of my criteria and how I did things here today. So I'm going to go Ocarina of Time. I know that one didn't get talked about yet, so we're going to go Ocarina, the best.
So calling out what's about to happen in November. Yeah, they're going to redo it in November. Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I've never played Ocarina.
Ocarina is the best Zelda game in my opinion. It's my favorite, but there's a lot of really great ones out there. But we're gonna go Ocarina. So I go back to back, and my next pick that I'm gonna do just to have some fun with it. I'm actually gonna pick a game I've never played before, but I really want to play it. It's actually a Switch game, I think. So this is just one that I've wanted to play, and I love watching videos of this game primarily because of the animation. And I'm gonna go Cuphead.
I love
the animation to Cuphead is just absolutely amazing. And I've never played it before, but it looks amazing.
Hey, so this might be real boring, but I've had it behind me almost the whole time until I changed it. I'm going Link's Awakening, the redone. Another Zelda. 3 of my games.
A lot of Zeldas mentioned today. Good picks.
Yeah, Link's Awakening. Original, I put it on handheld. Retro Vault, not Retro Vault. It was handheld. PNX. I told him. I mean, the Link's Awakening game for the original Game Boy was awesome. This redid it so good, so good. This was actually the game I was playing. It was probably the one that was in the Switch when it went missing. I was playing.
I played Link's Awakening on the OG Game Boy one on the 3DS when it came out on a virtual console.
All right. So I've got 3 picks for my last 2. So we see if we can nail them. Max.
So I was gonna go in order, but I feel like it's possible that my what would have been my final one of the randoms
might not make it back. So do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one. This is my favorite 3D Mario game of all time. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury that happened over on the Nintendo.
Oh, look, Bryce is stressing. He had it.
So I love 3D World. Loved it on the Wii U. So when they announced it for the Switch, I was so pumped because one of the things that it needed on the Wii U that everyone was so puzzled why it was never on there was online play. And so when they brought it over to the Switch, that was one of the first things they revealed is that you could play with your friends online. And that game is perfect to play with family, friends. They have like this little competitive system in there. It's literally like one of the best multiplayer games to play. And so many levels. If you're trying to 100% it, there's so much to that game. And then when you go to the Bowser's Fury part, that part's crazy because there's a lot of speculation that the next 3D Mario game will be heavily inspired off what Bowser's Fury did. So some people look at that as like a tech demo of what our next 3D Mario could be. And either way, even if it isn't a tech demo, Bowser's Fury is still pretty cool. It was short, but it was awesome. So Super Mario 3D World is up there for me as my favorite 3D Mario game. On top of that,
Good pick. Now, I actually have picked this game up multiple times to purchase, and I put it down. And then I think the last time I went to go pick it up, I was like, again, it's one of those games I wish I would have bought in the beginning because it's got a little bit more of a price. And I'm just like, I don't know, maybe I'll wait. So I'm glad it's really good because I have wanted to get this one several times. They're talking about Fire Emblem in the chat. Such a great franchise there too. So Bryce, you get back to back. Unfortunately, you can't pick the 3D Bowser Fury one. No.
Okay. Fire Emblem Three Houses and Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Oh, Pokemon.
There's some more Pokemon left.
There it is. And Fire Emblem, which was just mentioned, a Fire Emblem series. Two great picks. Great stuff. All right, back to you, Max.
I just picked one, right?
One.
Yep, you get one.
We got one more pick later.
All right. So my next two, I don't think anybody's going to take, so I'm not worried about anyone taking these games. So this next one is a very niche one that a lot of people really did not like on the Switch, which I think is very unfortunate because I think it is one of Nintendo's most creative new IPs. That was ARMS. I love ARMS.
Dang, you took it from me. Dang it.
He took it from me too.
ARMS is such. Wait, you were gonna pick ARMS?
Yeah,
No,
I
of
was.
course I
yes.
wasn't. I was not.
I was.
Andy was not.
Bryce,
But
I
Bryce.
was.
Wow, I'm so sorry, Bryce. I love ARMS to death.
Me too.
I have so many.
I like
great
my
memories.
arms.
I had when I had birthday parties, we would do an ARMS birthday party at night. All my friends, we would all play ARMS. We did like a little mini tournament every year, and it was super fun. It's unfortunate because Nintendo released it at a pretty bad time, in my opinion. They released it 3 weeks before Splatoon 2 came out, and I feel like once Splatoon 2 came out, that killed all the momentum that ARMS had going for it, because ARMS had so many free updates throughout the year that no one was talking about because Splatoon 2 was like
Larry
the online game.
Sledge. I recently got a Nintendo Switch and looking for a couple fighting adventure games to get. Sup, buddy, says Alan Prescott. Thank you, Nightbot. Did Nightbot say something to Larry? I never got ARMS and I regret it. Hi, Alan. I have picked this game up at a convention or two. And you know, usually I bring Canon. And I'm like, hey, is this something that you want? I hear it's really good. It's kind of weird, blah, blah, blah. I've picked this game up a few times, and we just haven't picked it up. We haven't purchased it, but it looks fun. It looks really fun. I bet it's a cool game. All right. My next game is actually one that I bought here at Siege. I've been watching people play this game and the follow-up game online for a long time. I watched our guy Feral Inferno play it. I love Feral Inferno's channel. I love just a couple people that have been playing it. But I was like, yes, I'm finally going to get it. And then I come home, and this is the game I was going to play when I realized, where's the Switch, dude? Where's it at? We haven't seen it since, and realized that the Switch is gone. I have not played it myself, but I've watched many people play it, and I purchased it to kind of finally dive into this series. But I'm going with Messenger.
Oh, okay. It's a good one.
And Sea of Stars, Messenger. I love this series. There's a veteran move, by the way. But Messenger. Yep, I'm going to go with that one.
All right, my final two picks. I'm going to go with another rare game. I'm going to go with Banjo-Tooie, though, specifically. Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah, of course.
Just because I like what that added to the franchise. Love the Banjo-Kazooie series. Love him as a character. And then my final pick, man, which one am I going to go with out of all? Oh, yeah, of course. I'm going to get away from the 64 for a moment. And I'm going to go the Super Nintendo that you can get on there too. And probably my favorite game. I mention it all the time. I've already mentioned this character with my Rosie, but let's go Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country. There we go with the greatest. Absolutely love that game.
Greatest music of all time? Is that what you're gonna say?
It's definitely up there. It's the greatest underwater level of any game.
David Wise, the composer of that song, was at Siege. You should have came because he was there.
He he's also been at the Louisiana conventions too. So we met
Yeah.
him back there.
Yeah.
So, all right. Somebody mentioned it in the chat earlier, the greatest franchise of all time, and this is the only one that I have for Switch. It's probably not the best one. Obviously, I haven't played the remakes, but I'm going with Final Fantasy Zodiac Age, which
I was waiting
is
for it.
number 12. Replaying this again for the second time was just a blast. And playing it on the Switch.
I didn't know they had a Switch version.
Yeah, there it is right there. Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. That's going to be my last pick, man.
All right. Max, you get your last pick here.
Okay. All right. So this one is, I think, one of the best third-party Nintendo Switch games. I've been going a lot of first-party, so I figured let's change it up and do a third-party game. Persona 5 Royal. I think that Persona 5 is one of the coolest games ever. I got to really play that heavily during COVID, and I finished it up. And when they brought that over the Switch, I thought it was amazing to bring that over because that game is super long. You're looking at like a 90-hour game. And the fact that you can take a game like Persona 5 on the go, I feel like that just makes one of the best things about the Switch, and having that on there is just perfect.
So, Max, I never played any Persona back in the day. And I was walking around in, it's called Dirt Cheap. I don't know if you've ever been to a Dirt Cheap, but it's like it's like a garage sale inside of a building. It's one of those type of places. And a couple times they'll have like cheap games. Andy hates it. Sometimes you have to like build your own Switch together because pieces are everywhere.
Sometimes you have to find the box, and then the instructions are on the parking lot somewhere, and then you got to beat up somebody to get one of the other parts. It's such a stupid
Andy
story.
hates it. I love going in there because you can always find some really cool deals. But I had never played Persona, so I picked this one up.
Persona 5 Strikers. Okay.
Strikers, and I got it for like $2.
Oh, wow, that's a steal.
Yeah.
Max would know. Sorry to interrupt, but Max would know this tidbit about Persona 5 Scramble. Persona 5 Scramble was actually the first Persona 5 game, I believe, that came to Switch before Royal did.
Yeah. So the Strikers was it was very weird. So we never got the original Persona 5 for the longest time, and then the one that you held was the first Persona game, I think, to hit Nintendo, other than like the 3DS stuff. But the weirdest part about it is that's the sequel to Persona 5. So they gave you the sequel when a lot of the Nintendo players didn't get to play the original, and they were really wanting the original Persona 5, and that's what their answer was to.
So I played a little bit of this. I'd be lying to say that I played a ton. I played maybe like 3 hours of it, and then I tabled it for a while. It's fun. It's interesting. It's really interesting.
I will tell you that one's very different. That one's
the art is very amazing. Yeah, but I picked it up because it was cheap, and I was like, oh, I wanted to try that series. It was like it was only a couple dollars. So, is 12 good? Morgana's my favorite character. It's a new fighting style and a big map, says Alan Prescott. Retrovault says I loved it. Hey, so we have one more part and we're done.
Oh wait, you forgot something. You forgot me. I was going to do my last.
I guess we'll let Bryce go.
Yeah, thanks.
I will let Bryce go as last one.
All right. I'm actually going to. So we did first party. We did 64. And the emulators on the Switch. And the Super NES, all that stuff. We did the third party. Now I'm going to go indie games and say Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley was a really unique, like take on the farming sim, and really what started the farming sims on Switch and like the cozy games on Switch. So.
Nice. Cozy games. Do like
cozy games. Cozy farming game.
That is awesome. I love this game. Haven't played it, but I have watched some YouTubers play it and whatnot a few times. I actually wrote one of my devotionals in the video game devotional is on this one. Is on this game. Not every game in the devotional, all 365 did I play, but all of them I researched and found out like information about it and what the nuts and bolts of it is. And this was a really popular game, so I was like, let me try it, let me see it, and it looked really cool. So, anyways, hey, we got one more thing at our conventions. We spin a wheel. Now the wheel isn't here. I brought it back because we were at Davies convention. I brought it back there, and I gave it to someone to bring bring to. I called you Cannon at the convention too, to Andy, and Andy doesn't have the wheel yet. But one of the games on there is a game called Keep 4, Cut 4. So I'm going to give you guys eight games from the Switch. Now, you can keep or cut, but you have to keep 4 of them and cut 4 of them. So you're going to get 8 of them. And once you're done keeping, all the rest are cut. Or once you're done cutting, all the rest are keep, if that makes sense. So if you cut the first 4, you're getting the last 4. You're going to try and build your best 4 games by what's on here. I can tell you this. I'm not going to give you any hints. I'm not giving you hints. I can tell you that I'm not giving you any hints.
So they're going to collaborate together.
You're going to collaborate together and figure out if you're going to keep it or cut it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a collab kind of thing, like working
so you
together.
and Max are going to go, we're keeping this or cutting this. You're going to have to fight to the death. All right.
Okay.
So the number one game right off the bat, it's a keep or a cut. You got to talk each other into it. We're going with Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Okay, so just so I'm understanding correctly, it's me and Bryce trying to figure out if we should put this on our team of games, essentially.
So
yes, or cut it.
4 of games of what of the 8 games I'm going to give you.
Okay, all right.
So
Bryce,
yes,
I'm going to say I think Super Mario Wonder is a little overrated, personally.
I agree. I definitely agree. So cut it.
Well, I was going to say I do think it's our best 2D Mario that's on the Switch, though.
Yeah, well, all right. So let's go back a bit. So yeah, honestly, it's so different too. It's like they're because the new Super Mario Bros. The new series of the Mario Bros. They were doing that for so long. So
yes.
honestly, like I don't know. I think that I haven't played it personally, but I know that a lot of people like
this. It's the first time you guys are doing this. There are going to be tough cuts. I will just say.
Okay.
So there's not going to be like a troll game that you're gonna hit us with, like
maybe.
Is that how
there's always a chance. There's always a chance.
I will say this: I don't love all these games on here, but they're all pretty decent games.
Watch.
Okay, all right. That helps.
Sorry, go ahead.
Because I was afraid that we were gonna be ending up with like Thomas the Train on our list.
Oh my god! Or Troll and I.
Oh, dude, Troll and I. Okay. I don't know, Bryce. What are you thinking? I'm good with whatever you want to do because, like, okay. I think it's good, but like, would I put it in like a top 4?
What do you put it in a top 4?
No,
I would not, but I know a lot of like Arlo would like it. Like people like Arlo and YouTubers, but I would say I don't know because it's so good. Oh my gosh, it's like good, but
cut, Bryce. That's what it
sounds
like.
I would say cut.
I'll say cut. I agree. I think
there's a
cut.
cut.
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
Yeah. All right. So number 2. So the first pick is out. Cut.
The unks here get that reference.
Are we keeping it or cutting it? Metroid Dread.
Oh, well, we know what.
I think we can keep that. And
we know what Bryce thinks about it.
I think
Bryce
that's a good
already
game.
had it on his mountain. So
I think it's a good game, so we keep it.
I can.
So we've got 1 keep, 1 cut with 6 to go.
That's a good place to be. Good place to be.
All right. Here's another one. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
I say cut personally.
I thought you said it was like the best Pokemon game on Switch. Wait a minute, hold on.
No. Actually, I think it's Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
You think? Well, you said Legends. I remember maybe you changed your mind. I don't know, but I remember you mentioned.
No. I've said Legends Arceus is good, but I've always said that Let's Go is the best Pokemon.
Oh, Let's Go is one of the best. So yeah, I don't know because Legends Arceus was different. Legends Arceus was different though. Like Legends Arceus is so much fun. Like it's kind of like Scarlet Violet before Scarlet Violet, and I don't know.
Music's got the fingers out.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you go with this. Yeah, cut it. Sure.
Oh, well, here now, Bryce. Just letting you know, the next one on the list is Animal Crossing, New Horizon.
Oh,
I want to hear Max's. What does he think?
So
Well, it was on his mountain, so you know
that
what he's
was
thinking.
on my mountain. So like I would say let's throw that in here personally.
All right,
But
keep. I like Animal Crossing New Horizons. I play a little bit of it, so like I like it. So yeah, let's keep it. Yeah, it was a game.
We
Like
got two keeps, 2 cuts. We got Super Mario Wonder cut, Dread kept, Pokemon Legends cut, Animal Crossing kept. Let's go with Tears of the Kingdom.
Come on, Kirk. Don't do this to us.
Listen,
okay.
this list was put together before the show.
Oh,
All right, Bryce. Let's think about this here.
yes. Listen, think you're very heavy. Yeah.
I
You're in a
think
safe
our
place. You
mind-
have 2 keeps and 2 cuts left. 2 keeps, 2 cuts left.
That's what I was gonna bring up because I feel like this could be one of those trick things. See, Kurt could throw out Breath of the Wild as the last game, and then we're stuck with Tears of the Kingdom.
Ooh.
We obviously
Ooh.
think Breath of the Wild is better than Tears of the Kingdom.
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes. 100%.
So like I feel like this is one of our trick things here.
I don't listen. Can I just chime in? I don't know this list at all. So I have no say in this. It is highly rare that 2 games that similar would be in this list together. I haven't seen the list. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I've not seen it where that would happen. Like he probably won't throw out another Mario. I'm just saying that's just what I'm thinking.
His
I don't know.
eyebrows went
I
up
saw
when he
his
said that.
eyebrows.
His eyebrows went up. I saw
Yeah,
that.
his eyebrows went up.
Again, I haven't seen this list at all. Only he has the list. Only he has the
Dang.
list.
I feel
So
like this is
don't-
a trick question.
I
feel
think
like-
I think you're right, Max. I don't know. I don't. Oh my gosh. Oh, but like I don't know because like so from my perspective, I play a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom. It's just so much of it. I know that's like Kirk's one of Kirk's. He likes that game. So like
So-
I just
Bryce, so you didn't finish Tears, right?
no, I did not.
I didn't finish Tears either, so I don't feel like we can say that we should keep it since we didn't finish
Yeah.
the game.
That's a fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair assessment. I
Let's
like
let's
that. I
cut
like
it. Let's cut it. Let's cut it.
Let's cut it.
Cut.
Only 1 cut remaining. 2 keeps,
We
1
got
cut.
1 cut
Mm.
remaining. There's 3 picks left.
Mm.
Mario Kart 8
Oh,
Deluxe.
see, he did throw 2 Marios just like that.
That was when I raised my eyebrows. It wasn't really a real Mario, but it is a Mario, I guess.
Wait, no, I do you not like Mario Kart 8? Like
I
What do you
like
think?
Mario Kart 8, but to have it
Think
up
about
top
it.
four-
You
So
only
right
have
now,
1 more
you
cut.
have kept Dread, and you have kept Pokemon. You have cut Wonder. You have cut Animal Crossing.
No. They
No,
kept
we
Animal
kept-
Crossing.
we kept
Animal
Animal
Crossing.
Crossing.
Cut
You have-
Pokemon.
What
Cut.
do you think of Mario?
They cut Pokemon.
okay, so
Yeah, you
so,
cut
so-
Pokemon. So you cut Wonder, you cut Pokemon, and you've cut Tears of the Kingdom, and you've
Mhm.
kept Dread, and you've kept New Horizon.
Oh my gosh. So this is stressful. Oh my gosh.
I just listen. I have no say in this. I don't see how you live in a world where you cut a Mario Kart. I don't care what Mario Kart is.
I agree, but also Mario Kart is I'm surprised you didn't mention this at all, Max. Mario Kart 8 is like the best selling Switch game, but I think you mentioned it's overrated or something. Do you think that, or was that Odyssey? I can't remember.
He do. Monado has standards. He do.
Do you think it's overrated?
I think No, I don't think Mario Kart's overrated or Mario Kart 8's overrated. It's just I think when it comes to Mario Kart 8 for me, I was talking about how I was stuck with it for 13 years, so I played so much of it. So I'm kind of tired of Mario Kart 8, if that makes sense.
Yeah, if you cut Mario Kart, it's automatic. You keep the last 2.
Oh
That's a good point.
And
Oh
if you
no!
cut- If
Right.
you
There's
keep
no
it, that
choice.
means you're automatically having to cut one of the last 2.
There's no choice if you cut this one from here on out. Choice
Okay.
is thrown out.
It's a good point.
I think we should keep it because it is like the best selling game of all time. Even with Mario Kart World, people still play that game. People still play 8 over World and preferred it. So like I'll let you put your input because like I think that like there's a need for Mario Kart 8, but
I just wouldn't put it up there in a mountain, but we can keep it if you'd like.
oh thank God.
There's a keep. So
keeping it.
now it comes down to the
keep,
choice.
yeah, keep.
The choice. This makes this one really tough, though. Actually,
All right. Number
You say you
7.
didn't see it.
Number
I'm
7
just saying,
is Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh, dude, we should have just cut Mario.
You know,
Kart.
you know,
Oh
you
my
keep this
God.
one.
Yeah, we have
You know
to keep.
you
We have to
this
keep
one.
it. We have to
Yeah,
keep
we
it.
have
I mean,
to-
it was
you
y'all's
have to
both
keep
number
it.
one. You have to
It's
keep
both
this
your
game.
George.
We
It's
have
your
to
one.
keep
So
it,
that
but I.
means
Oh my
should have cut
God.
Mario Kart. I should have.
We should have. My bad.
All right.
Which-
yeah.
So you're keeping
that's a
this.
keep.
So all right.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we have to
this is what you
keep
went
it.
with.
Yeah.
This is what you
He's gonna
went
hit
with.
us with Breath of the Wild.
Capped-
Watch this.
You kept. No, I'm sorry. You cut Super Mario Brothers Wonder. You kept Metroid Dread. You cut Pokemon Legends. You kept Animal Crossing. You cut Tears of the Kingdom. You kept Mario Kart 8. Then you kept Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, and you cut Breath of the Wild.
You're right.
I called it.
don't ever listen
didn't-
to me.
I'm
Listen
sorry,
to me.
Max.
Hey,
We
Hey,
should have
listen.
left Mario Kart behind, bro.
We should have.
And listen,
We should.
to that, I didn't change the list. It was right there. It's right there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm at least glad that we got the trick question correct. That
The only thing
Yeah.
I did was I moved Smash Brothers back because you picked it as your both George, and I didn't want to give it to you at number 3.
Bro, oh my God. We should have either chose Breath of the Wild
No,
or
that's
Tears
the
of the
only
Kingdom.
thing I did different was I moved Smash back.
Oh,
I think
At
Mario
the end
Kart
of the
is only
day,
L.
you
At the
still
end
have
of
a
the
really
day-
Yeah,
good
the
list.
only
You
L,
still have
yeah.
a
You
really
still have
good
a
list.
great list.
we have an A-tier list.
You have an
Except for Mario Kart, but like, cause I was thinking like the hype of like Mario Kart, like the DLC and the best selling game. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, Breath of the Wild was like the most world changing. But
Hey, look, before everybody heads out, this is the end of the show. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thank everybody in the chat. The chat was amazing tonight. Next week, we have Minzy from Nintendo Land. And we have Tony Ruark from Game Central Station. They're coming on and talking about top 4 video game collectibles of all time. So we'll talk about some grails. And then we're going to end this summer in August with video games with Retro Beard and his wife, Pixel Parts. They're going to talk about comfort games. We're also going to have Retro Vault on. Skylar and his wife, Adrian, they're going to be talking about video game memories. And we have one more show we have 3 more. That should, wait, is this the one that has 5? Andy, maybe? But I'll check it.
No, we have 4. We only
You
have
just
4.
have 4. Yeah. So that's the 4 games. Oh, by the way, forgot this. RNG Gamer is also in with Pixel Parts and Adam Retrobeard because he was originally going to be on with a Wazroom and he couldn't. So he moved back, and we already are booking music. Music is the next 2 months. That's September and October. All of September, I think, is pretty much booked. If you'd like to be on a show for music, please let us know. You can message us on Instagram, Discord, all the stuff that's scrolling down the bottom. Max, I know this is your first time, but you are a regular to us. We love you. We love hanging out with you at the conventions. And you finally got to meet Andy. But Andy will be there at Siege next year, 100%. And matter of fact, Austin already said we're in. We're going to do another message. I can't wait to see what he drops as the title, because whatever they do as the theme is what we do it on. So we'll be there again next year, and then you'll get to meet, and both of you will get to meet Andy in person for the first time. But Max, you're welcome on. Bryce, you're welcome on. You can come on 100 times. You can come on every week if we had room.
thank you.
Same with you, Max. You were definitely great. Max, can you share with everybody that don't know you? I can't believe that anybody would not know you, that's at least in this chat, where they can find you, maybe what's coming up next, maybe something you might be working on, if you can share. And then Bryce, you'll be up next, and then we'll go home. So Max, you're up first.
So like I said, Minato Max, everything, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, you'll find it on there. Big Nintendo channel in terms of like the variety type of things. You'll see reviews, unboxing, vlogs, top 10s, You'll see just weird things like what I posted today. I did a video on the Bitcher glasses. I actually had my grandpa in there. He makes a cameo trying out these.
Gramps is in there, huh? Papa,
yeah.
Papa Monado.
Yes, he's in that video. He makes he's in it for like 3 or 4 minutes. So he's got a nice little cameo in there. So if you like that type of stuff, you'll find a bunch of cool things on there. I upload a short every day on there. And then in terms of videos, you'll see 4 to 5 videos a week on there. So, yeah.
Well, you again, loved having you. If you could give us a couple hours of your time sometime down the road. Video games is in January and February again. If you'd like to be on, we have a lot of great guests. Matter of fact, your buddy Gabe is going to be on in January and February if you want to join him. We got to figure out a time. I know you and him were hanging out throughout Siege. So if you want to join him, I don't know what the topic is yet. We'll figure it out. But when we get closer. But you're definitely welcome. Bryce.
Yeah, throw me in on that. There's 1 week in February I know I can't do, but yeah, if it works out.
He hasn't picked his date yet. Actually, I think only one person has actually picked a date. I just have people that say, just like you've done in the past, yeah, I'll be in it. Just let me know. So we haven't picked dates yet. I usually will message that out probably November, early December to figure out what's going on in January, February. So I'll message. Sounds good. Hey, so Bryce, tell everybody about your neck of the woods. What do you got going on?
So
I'm sure he's about to jump right over to his channel and play
my subathon
in about
no
10
actually I'm actually technically live right now doing a subathon for Dark Souls. I'm trying to beat all 3 Dark Souls in between, like before 400 hours ends. So I've kind of spent a day not doing Dark Souls. I gotta step it up with Dark Souls with the rest of the days doing Dark Souls and stuff. So I'm doing a subathon, and then I usually play Jump Dash. I do want to get a Switch or Switch 2 and do some Switch content. So yeah, I mean, I have those planned. I have Gaming Geek Expo coming up. Me and Max are both guests. Yeah. I'll be there too.
Is that the one in North Carolina?
Raleigh,
North Carolina.
I think PNX is going to be at that one too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yep.
But
when they were on the show, they were telling us that's the next one they're going to. I'd love to make it up that way. I think it's at a bad time as far as the actual show, what that week is. I think I have something already, but love to be there. I think probably the next one that we will be at is St. Tammany Collectors Con in Mandeville, Louisiana. And then
actually I'll be at Pelican prior to
you're being Pelican.
So next month I'll be at Pelican.
Next month. It's a one day. Our buddy Corey's been on the show. Awesome. Over in New Roads. No, it's in Denham Springs now.
Yeah.
And then we'll hopefully, we're going to be talking with Heather and Adam. We would like to make our way over to Rocket City, which I think is in February.
St. Tammany Comic-Con is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, St. Tammany Comic-Con. Because
10 years. It's 10 years of this con. So
yeah, Max is locked in. Hey, everybody in the chat, thank you guys so much. This is our 5th year. We're rolling through, and we are nothing without the community. The community is so much, just a blessing. Hit that like before you head out. Share it with a friend. Come see us next Thursday to hang out with Tony and Minzy and talk video game collectibles. You can find out all the things that we're doing mainly on our Instagram or Facebook. That's our big spots. But you can join the Discord. We're always dropping stuff in there. If you ever have a prayer request or anything else, go to the website. Go check out the devotionals. Go check out all that stuff. If you want to be on the show, just Instagram us, and we'll talk about that later. Andy, time to tell everybody good night. It's been a blast, but it is bedtime.
Max and Bryce, thanks for hanging out tonight. Chat, thanks for hanging out tonight. Thank you for
if
all
you guys
of
just so happen to find an extra Switch hanging out with 20-something games,
true.
Give me a call. My son's missing it.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody in the chat tonight. A bunch of new people. If you haven't subscribed, do that. Come hang out with us next Thursday. We love the community, but hey, it's time to say goodnight like we always do. This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4
and nothing more.
Nothing more. I forgot about that.